Hey Knoxville! Surfside iced tea and vodka, made with real brewed tea, is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside, or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
WKGN 1340, go Vols!
You're tuned in to East Tennessee's premier sports radio call-in show. This is The Drive.
And hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another stellar edition of The Drive here on Fan Run Radio. Russell Smith punching the time clock at 3:09. A little late getting started here on a Friday as we get set up at the Casual Pint, Lenoir City. Their grand opening, man, what a place this afternoon. If you've been to the Casual Pint, you kind of know what you're getting. They've got a pretty specific brand concept. This is a little bit bigger than some of the other ones that we've been to, fellas.
Yeah, it's nice. I like the layout here, and it is roomy.
Very comfortable.
Yeah,
Feels like you're hanging out. Just it doesn't really feel like you're in a bar slash restaurant.
Yeah,
It just feels like you're at somebody's really cool house hanging out.
Yeah, very, very nice, very new facility. I want you to come out and see us. We're on Highway 321 in Lenoir City, right across the street from the Gold's Gym and AutoZone on the other side. It's the main drag. So if you're coming south from Knoxville, you just get off of the 321, hang a left. We're about a mile up the road on your right this afternoon. And come out and support these guys. We're going to talk to Derek McNeely, one of the owners here. He and his dad, Jim, opened this spot. They've been open since Black Friday, so they've worked out the kinks and everything. Today was their grand opening. It was the first time that the Chamber of Commerce from Lenoir City could come out and have all the dignitaries out here.
Yeah.
So they had the ribbon
Nice.
cutting. I've been here for a little. I got here about 2:15 or so, and place was packed.
They have the big scissors.
I didn't see the actual ribbon cutting, but it's still packed. Yeah, a lot of people out here. Yeah,
It's popping.
yeah, you got to love it when people show love to local business, and that's what you're seeing out here at the Casual Pint Lenoir Stage, their grand opening. Come on out, say hello on Highway 321 today. We got a baller show lined up for you. Joe Rexroad of The Athletic in hour number 2. Hour number 3, we're going to be joined by Josh Elander, the head baseball coach at the University of Tennessee. 3 weeks from today at the brand new Lindsey Nelson Stadium, we pop the top on the 2026 Tennessee Volunteers and the post Tony Vitello era. Don't shed a tear, ladies and gentlemen. It's not the end. It's the new beginning. Josh Elander on the show today in hour number 3.
Hey, make no mistake. I've been looking over some notes and things in preparation for Josh joining us, and it took a little break, but now you're reminded once you start looking at this stuff just a few weeks away, like you said, Russ. This team's got a ton of talent, man. You forget,
Yeah.
You start looking at all the names, and I get that it's a lot of newness and everything else, and it's not I get it, but I think there's still a lot to be pretty excited about with the season coming up.
I was reading some of the notes from the first big scrimmage of the preseason yesterday, and apparently Tegan Coons and Landon Mack pretty much shut down the offense. Now, this is kind of like the spring practice in football. The offense roasts the defense. It's like, oh, do we have a good offense or does our defense just suck? I'm guessing we got some guys who can still mash because it's all guys Vitello recruited, and Elander's the main hitting coach.
Right.
So I choose to believe that that's just Landon Mack, who they said was hitting 97, 98 on the gun yesterday. and Tegan Coons, who was one of the top pitching prospects in his class last year. I just choose to believe that those guys were shoving, and our hitters are really good, and we'll see that eventually.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I'm really excited overall. I can't imagine how nervous Elander's got to be as the curtain's getting ready to rise up on his, debut as the head coach over there. But I'm excited for it, and looking forward to some of the changes that are it's going to be different. Even though he's been here forever, so I don't know. I'm fired up about it.
Fired up, focused, and prepared this afternoon. It's the Casual Pint Lenoir Cité. Come on out, say hello today. We'll talk some Tennessee basketball later. All right, let's get into the main topic of conversation, though, all around East Tennessee, and that is the weather.
Oh, okay.
47 degrees outside the Casual Pint here in Lenoir City right now. Ice storm warning in effect. And they keep pushing it back. I've noticed this is a trend lately with at least my weather app that I look at. Day or two ago, it was supposed to start at like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Then yesterday, it was like 7 a.m. tomorrow that it's supposed to start. Now, my app says 1 p.m. tomorrow, the iciness is supposed to begin.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing too. And then it goes in through the night. Now, I think the thing that's pretty critical as well on Sunday is that temperature is going to get up into like around 40, 41, 42. That's going to be really important because what's coming on the backside of it ain't pretty, man. It's going to be cold as hell.
The kids are hoping for the lower temperature as possible to get and preserve snow. Us old folks, no, man, Sunday, get that thing up as high as possible, melt the stuff away so that we can get out of the house, send these kids to school, and get on with life as we know it Monday.
Right.
Yeah. The problem is whatever's left going into Monday is going to be there probably for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be really cold.
Yeah.
Next week. So that's the latest on the weather. I understand the basketball team is going to get up on out of here and head down to Alabama to take on their semi-pro team they're fielding down there this year.
Well, Nate Oates is something. He really is.
Rick Barnes spoke today with the media. We'll get his thoughts on the Charles Bediako situation. And I don't think it's just Tennessee because we got to play them tomorrow. It's almost universal condemnation of – and some of it's directed at Alabama. Yes, Nate Oates has shown himself to be one of the dirtiest and most amoral actors in the sport of college basketball here lately. But I think it's more so than just picking on Alabama. It's just frustration,
right,
with the lack of rules and accountability in college athletics right now. And that's what I took away from Rick Barnes' comments.
Yeah, he's clearly frustrated. I think I mentioned he and I were texting the other night. Yeah, he finally came out with it, like you said. He's one of many. I mean, and some guys aren't holding back. I know we aren't necessarily Todd Golden fans, but I got to give him a gallery clap for what he said last night. Did you see his comments that he made about Alabama and the game? Anyone?
I just saw the end where he said, it doesn't matter, we'll beat them anyway.
Yeah, he just said, he called what everybody else is talking about. He goes, apparently they have, the judge that ruled in their favor is a prominent booster.
Yeah.
And prominent donor. And, and so he made sure he put that out there and then, yeah, exactly said, it's all right. Whether he's there or not, we're going to play him next week. We'll beat him either way.
Did you see Greenberg? His video. I mean, he was basically saying the same thing we are, but he was just doing it a lot more eloquently than I could. But basically saying, yeah, I mean, maybe eligible. You don't, you can play him in the game. We are not going to count the game.
Yeah.
Because according to our bylaws, he's an ineligible player.
Well, and then with Mark Pope did a little stumping as well. And it's interesting because It's kind of the common thread. The fact that Barnes spoke up about it, Pope spoke up about the fact that, in his opinion, doesn't mean they have to be in the tournament, right? And Pope's going to be the coach of a team that's likely, they're not a bubble team, but they're not like a surefire bet for the tournament either.
We've got Rick Barnes, Mark Pope, Todd Golden, all on record. I saw Stephen Pearl made a quippy comment.
Yeah.
Calipari's against it. I mean,
it was a Hurley. I mean, are you just talking just strictly SEC?
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking the SEC. I haven't heard everybody. I'm sure they've all been asked about it, but it seems like there's nobody coming out supporting what's happening this weekend down in Alabama.
Not defending the decision at all.
Thriller.
Oh, that's what we were saying.
Yeah.
We talked about Golden, and he's for a brief second I was a fan of his last night. He's pretty smug and got a lot of swagger, but I loved how he used it last night, just saying that's fine. They're not as good as we are anyway, so whatever.
Well, no, I mean he's got borderline. I don't even know if it's borderline. I mean his roster's talented.
Yeah,
and playing incredibly well right now.
But I mean, again, not the thing that bothers me the most is if he is going to play and he's going to play prominent minutes, presumably he helps patch up an area that is one of Alabama's weaknesses this year. Man, they cannot rebound. Okay, so now they add a 7-footer in there who was pretty solid at doing that 3 years ago. It's crazy to say.
So we'll talk Tennessee hoops today on the show. We'll talk Tennessee hoops tomorrow night. Voluntary reaction here as soon as that game is over. It's NFL Conference Championship weekend. I'm sure we'll get into that as we roll along here this afternoon. And big win for Coach Kim and the Lady Vols last night at the arena. Bob was there to witness a thrilling conclusion as the Lady Vols pick up a big win over number 12 Kentucky. We got to take a quick timeout. Stay with us. We're live today at the Casual Pint, Lenoir City. Come on out and join us. We're on Highway 321. Would love to see you as you stop by, get off work here this afternoon. Who knows, this might be your last chance to get out of the house for 24 hours or so. You might as well make it count, folks. Come on down here, get yourself something good to drink at the Casual Pint, Lenoir City. Quick timeout, more Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drink.
This is Bo Kregner with the Kregner Group at Realty Executives. Here in East Tennessee, home means everything. It's where we gather, celebrate, and build our future. That's why our team treats every client like family. Because your home isn't just a transaction, it's part of your story.
From first-time buyers to luxury listings, the Kregner Group delivers results that light up the scoreboard. With expert marketing, powerful local connections, and a heart for service, Bo and his team make your real estate goals a reality.
If you're thinking about buying or selling, let's talk. 865-742-1035 or visit BoKnowsHouses.com. We'd be honored to help you win at real estate. The Kregner Group at Realty Executives. Walking by faith, serving others.
Are you tired of waiting on interest rates to drop before you start saving money? I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, and I've got a better way. With a traditional closed-end mortgage, most of your payment goes straight to interest, not your balance. But with my Smart Loan, every deposit you make cuts your principal immediately and reduces interest in real time. On average, my clients pay off their mortgage in just 7 years. Call me today at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com and let's turn your income into financial freedom. NMLS number 332-941.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies, acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
If I asked you right now to open your wallet, how many credit cards would be in there? 3, 4, 5, or more? Here's a better question. How many of them are maxed to the limit? What's the interest rate on those? 16%, 18%, some as high as 22%? Hey, it's Russell. I know there's someone listening right now who feels like they're trapped. Their credit cards are maxed. They can't even make the minimum payments. They've piled up and you need help. Maybe you've lost your job. You're behind on the payments. And now the debt collectors are calling every day. Want some help? Jerry Givens can help. Jerry's been helping East Tennesseans for years get back on track, get their debt under control, or even eliminated. Jerry Givens knows what laws are out there to help protect you. These problems don't go away because you ignore the calls or letters. Trust me, they actually get worse, much worse. Jerry Givens has helped thousands of people by stopping those calls and letters. Get their peace of mind. Stop living in fear. It's no fun. Call today to set up your free consultation. 865-801-9250. That's 865-801-9250. Stop the calls by making a call. 865-801-9250. All right, welcome back. The drive continues. Fan Run Radio coming to you from the grand opening of the Casual Pint, Lenoir City. I'm Russell Smith. Thanks for tuning in to the show. We got one of the owners here. This is Derek McNeely. Well, let's get the microphone down there and let me turn it on. Trained radio professional here. Do not try this at home. How's it going, Derek?
It's going great, Russell. I appreciate you guys being here.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having us. We were just talking. The Casual Pint has been it's been around for a good 15 years or so here in East Tennessee, and you got them sprouting out everywhere. You guys, your family, originally Blount County.
Yes,
and
sir.
You say you were going to the Maryville location, and that's kind of how you got into the whole Casual Pint scene and decided to open up one here in Lenoir City.
That's correct. My dad and I were frequent visitors of Casual Pint in Maryville, and then after a few other routes didn't pan out, we decided that having our own Casual Pint would be awesome. We like the environment, the vibe, what Casual Pint offers customers, and we decided to pursue that opportunity.
Absolutely. Love the Casual Pint concept, and the reception out here, I was kind of blown away. I've been in a couple of, most notably the one in North Shore we go to a lot, and a little bit smaller than this. I walk in here and I'm like, whoa, and it's packed at 2 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. I know you had the grand opening ceremony
Correct.
and everything, but no such thing as a soft opening for these guys. I mean, they hit the ground running.
Yeah, it's we've been very fortunate so far. We've actually been open for a couple months. Our first day was Black Friday, and the Lenore City community has been very supportive, and they've come out most nights. This place gets pretty packed, whether we're watching Tennessee games or people getting in off the golf course, wanting to grab a beer and get some food. And we've been very fortunate so far.
So, to Russell's point, we've seen at the like the North Shore location, for example, some live music and things like that. Is that on the docket for you guys too, to have some of that happening as well?
Yes, sir. We actually have a guy playing at 6 o'clock tonight. He'll be here from 6 to 9. He's pretty well known in the area. His name's Cole Sitzler. He plays at a lot of local marinas and even Old Red down in Gatlinburg. He starts at 6. We try to get a few different musicians every couple weeks. We do Singo on Monday nights, and we do trivia on Thursdays, and those have been a big hit in the area just because no one else around here does that kind of thing.
What's it like working with your dad here? You guys ever getting any father-son arguments, anything like that?
Yeah, mainly just about the Vols.
Yeah.
More or less. Watching games.
Who's the optimist and who's the pessimist?
My dad's always the pessimist.
Okay.
And he worries way too much. But
the Negavol of the family.
The Negavol, absolutely. Yeah.
You got to have one of those in the family.
Unfortunately. Yeah. But no, it's been great. I'm super excited to be able to get to do this with my dad, and he's been very supportive of me and this goal that we've had, and I'm honored to get to do it next to him.
All right, let's talk about the menu real quick. First of all, the beer. 6 o'clock can't get here quick enough. What do we need to sample when we get done here? You guys got 31 taps.
Yes, I don't think you need to wait till 6. I'm not sure if your bosses are listening, but we can sneak one in. So we've got a wide variety of options. We keep the light beers in yellow up there, so that's lager, pilsners, Helles. The greens are IPAs, so we're kind of heavy on the hazy IPAs, but we have a few West Coast up there. And then your orange or your darker beers, brown ales, stouts, things of that nature. And then in your pink are your sours and ciders. So big hits, the Zoll PB&J everywhere around here.
Yep.
So we kind of make that a mainstay, make sure we get that, order that keg every week.
Now, the North Shore crew was telling me about an off menu. I don't know if this is like what's the burger place with the In-N-Out? They have the secret menu.
Oh yeah,
But if you have, there are two beers that if you mix, they become.
It's called Theology.
Theology.
So that's 2 beers by Hexagon Brewing, which is in Knoxville. And that is the white chocolate Buddha and
white
the chocolate
Buddha
Jesus
mixed chocolate
together.
Jesus.
Yep.
It's Bob. I know you're pretty plain Jane when it comes to your beers. You gonna try the chocolate Jesus with me?
I might have a taste. I'm pretty boring when it comes to beer. I love beer, but
can we get some samples of that? Just a taste.
Yeah, but you guys can have samples of whatever you like.
But I'm definitely one of the cult following the Zool PB&J mixtape and that stuff. But I'll give that a shot. Why not? I've never been disappointed. Right?
That's right.
You got to give it a try. What about food? That's one of the great developments of the Casual Pint in recent years. They got a great menu.
Yes. I'd say it's a little better in bar food, but we have a few flatbread options. We have wraps, bone-in wings, boneless wings. Pretzels and beer cheese are huge. And we have certain LTOs. This quarter is the brisket, and it's actually phenomenal. It comes with one side. And I'd recommend anybody trying that out.
Outstanding, man. The pretzels and beer cheese are.
Oh yeah,
that's one of our favorites over at North Shore. Might have to get some of that here a little bit later. But the wings always a good go-to as well.
Yeah, and I think I had maybe at North Shore there's like a flatbread that's kind of a Thai chicken type of
spicy
thing.
type.
Yes. That was wonderful too.
That's one of the more popular ones. Spicy Thai, basil pesto, and then we have my personal favorite is a meat trio. So you get sausage, bacon, pepperoni brought on there.
Can't really go wrong with those.
Yep.
The three important food groups.
Yes.
Right there. We're talking with Derek McNeely. He's one of the owners of the new Casual Pint, Lenoir City. Come on out and see us this afternoon on Highway 321 here in Lenoir City. All right, Derek, before we let you get back there to pouring some beers here, Tennessee basketball headed down to Alabama to take on their semi-pro team, whatever's going on down there with Charles Bediako.
Yeah.
Tough times for the basketball Vols, losing at home to Kentucky. It's been a long week of practice, I'm sure, for the boys under Rick Barnes. How do you think we're going to do tomorrow night in Tuscaloosa?
Well, hopefully we can shake off the disappointing loss, blowing that lead to Kentucky. There's nobody I dislike more than Kentucky basketball, so that was frustrating to see us blow a 17-point lead. But like you said, hopefully Rick's got the boys ready, had a hard week of practice. We can go down there and beat their semi-pro team at third place. So that would be nice.
Yeah, I think we can almost guarantee they had a hard week of practice.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. And at least we talked about it a little bit at the beginning of the show. The Lady Vols at least took care of business against Kentucky last night. So it's not the same, but still, that would have been tough if they had the men's and the women's come into our place and take both games.
Yeah, for sure. At least we salvaged one of those.
Who's going to be our quarterback?
Man, I honestly like Faison Brandon.
Really?
Okay.
Okay.
I think we roll with a freshman, and let's see what happens. And I think he's super talented. We'll see how he does over the spring and how he develops, but I'm pretty high on him.
Well, we'll call it a quarterback competition, not a quarterback controversy, but no matter what you want to call it, those are good for our business. Keeps us chatting during the off season. All right, Derek, really appreciate it, my man. Thanks again for having us out here. Congratulations on the new business. Awesome place you got going here. And, yeah, man, we can't wait to sample some of what you got on tap back there.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you guys for having me. And
quick question: you pretty well stocked up for if tomorrow night people get trapped in here with you?
Well,
worst places to be trapped.
Yes.
That is. We'll see how the weather plays out. I don't want any of our staff or customers in danger trying to get here. So we'll see if we can at least open the doors for a while and get people stocked up.
Yeah, beer, food, and sports. I'm watching the Aussie Open over here. We got Coco Golf. She's getting beat.
Yeah, she's down
by
early.
another American.
Yeah, that's all right.
So
just the first set.
Come on out, join us. We got it all. We got some gymnastics going on over here. I saw Bear taking a keen interest in that.
He's a
big bulldog gymnastics guy.
Yes. Very, very avid SEC gymnastics nerd.
All right, thanks, Derek. We appreciate it, my man. Derek McNeely, one more time here at the Casual Pint, Lenoir City. We'll take a quick timeout. When we continue, we'll get Bear back in here, and we'll open up the phone lines, 865-966-3435. If you want to call or text to the show today, hit us up, 865-966-3435. Back with more Fan Run Radio right after this.
105.7 FM, 1340 AM. Online at fanrunradio.com and streaming on the free Fan Run Radio app. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. Come on, grab a pack. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Yeehaw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the V.
house. They also grinded the stumps and cleaned up the work site, leaving my yard looking better than before. Take it from me. If you've got a dangerous, overgrown, or storm-damaged tree that's threatening your home, your car, or your family, don't risk it. Do what I did. Call ECR Total Landscapes for a free estimate. Tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. 865-384-2012. That's 865-384-2012. Your local tree cutting experts. These guys get the job done. Check out their website, ecrtotallandscapes.com.
What if I told you you could pay off your home in an average of 7 years without making more money or spending a dime less, simply by changing how your mortgage is structured? Sounds impossible? Let me show you how it works. I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, helping families across the U.S. save thousands in interest and own their home years sooner. Don't believe me? Give me a call at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com to learn more. NMLS number 332941.
Here on the Drive Fan Run Radio, the Casual Pint, Lenore City. Russell, Bob, and Bear are back with you. Walker Smith working the board back at the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios of Fan Run Radio. We appreciate you, Walker, and looking forward to the Top 4 at 4 coming up here in just a little bit.
I did just, okay, I got the live chat up.
Yeah. What are those knuckleheads saying?
Well, this came from Coastal Vol. You know, we've been teasing that we have Josh Elander joining us, and we're excited about that later in the show. Coastal Vol asks, do you think Elander can show Heupel how to properly handle his facial hair from one Josh to another? Because that pic today of Heupel with the Baylor head coach today was ...
You couldn't wait to get into this. You just could not wait. You've been sitting there, biding your time through our little intro segment and our interview with the sponsor, just waiting for your first chance to crack on Josh Heupel's personal appearance.
C block, 3 o'clock. This is when you're going to take your shot.
No, I mean,
out of the darkness.
I'm just sharing the interaction.
Our head coach is working 100 hours a week.
There's a lot of
people. And you just came up behind him out of an alley.
Down there at Baylor, trying to get in a little FaceTime with David Gabriel George.
You don't think Josh Elander's working hard? He looks great. That's all. I think that's what Coastal Vol's getting at. That's all.
I don't think that, although the pressure will be there for Josh Elander and the expectations of the baseball team, I don't think they're under the same amount of pressure and microscope right now.
Well, that's fair. That's fair.
Heupel's, this is a make or break year. It's turning into one.
It is indeed. I was on Chuck Oliver's show today down in Atlanta.
Really?
And, yeah. Surprising to you that people want to talk to me? Anyway, he was asking that same thing, like what the mood of the fan base is. And he's like, he's not on the hot seat, but people got to be frustrated. I was like, yeah, you summed it up perfectly. It's
it's time to go.
We have to redefine in college football circles what we mean by hot seat, because it's not what it was a couple of years ago where you work your way onto the hot seat and once you're on, it's hard to get off. You're probably going to get fired. Nowadays, everybody's on the hot seat all the time.
Yeah, you just got to win. I mean,
maybe Cignetti not on the hot seat right now.
I'm telling you, man, it happens because nothing lasts forever.
Maybe Kirby.
DeBoer's
on the hot seat.
Oh yeah, he's as good a coach as they could have gotten. He may not have been the right one.
The only guys that aren't on a hot seat in college football are the best of the best. Cignetti, Kirby, Landanning.
Ryan Day's not on that list.
Cristobal's not on that list. Heupel's not on that list. Everybody else. So it's the best of the best and the guys who just got their job, like Will Stein could go 2-10 this year, and Kentucky's probably bringing him back. But other than that, everybody's on the hot seat.
There's one that's just kind of out there. Just one coach. I mean, he's Kiffin. I mean, he doesn't stay anywhere long enough to really get on the hot seat. He either gets fired or runs out the door.
Yeah, he's sort of in a category all to his own.
Yeah. College football fans are going to have to readjust it's going to be very similar to our expectations with the NFL.
They should have to readjust their expectations, but they're not going to. And so you're going to have a bunch of guys get fired next year, including guys that
may not deserve to get fired.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's kind of what I told Chuck is like, man, I hope that fans will be patient with Josh Heupel. There's so much new strength coach, new defensive coordinator, new players, new schedule with the 9 games and everything. And I hope that Tennessee fans will take that into account and really, I'm not saying that 5-7 is okay next year, but if you go 7-5 again, maybe it's not the end of the world. And we go all in on 2027, and then, hey, if he doesn't get it done, by all means.
Yeah, 2027 to me is that's the year because, I mean, honestly, that's the year I expect Faison Brandon to.
Oh, here we go.
To
Bears lost his train of thought with the
a little
pretzels
bit
and beer cheese
because you got distracted. That should be Brandon's, coming out party, the 27 season. And hopefully to go a lot better than last time we had an uber talented 5-star. Or it could be, I'll go ahead and admit it, I mean, it could be George McIntyre's year to chase the Heisman. And
the stony facade is cracked. Here he comes.
Well, I've gotten kind of woolly because they're putting out videos. I saw Fake Bear was on with Mike Keith. That dude sounds kind of like Butch Jones, by the way.
Well, that's not
Knowles?
Mm-hmm. I'm trying not to let that cloud my.
How so?
I think
I did not pick that up at all.
It was just I heard him say one word and kind of because he's defensive.
So it was tone more so than.
No, it was
substance?
the word he used. I want to say I cannot remember. It was something similar to critical.
I liked the stuff. Did you watch it, Bob?
I saw bits and pieces. I haven't seen it in its entirety. No.
But in all honesty, he listening to him talk got me fired up.
Yeah.
And like I said, you could tell in those pictures, Josh Heupel's working right now. He's working hard.
He should be, man. That's all. It's year 6 that's starting up. So I mean, I know what you said, Russ, about the patience and everything, and I still think with the resources, and I know there's a lot of change, but again, unfortunately for him, we just watched a coach come in and within 2 seasons take an absolute dog of a program and then win the national championship. That doesn't mean we can be in the national championship game next year. We could be, but I'm just saying
the core of that team.
I think the fuse is lit for him, whether he likes it or not. So I think he's, patience. I think patience may be gone. There's some people who believe in it still, but I think it's going to be. I think next year will tell the tale, man. I know there's been things that are said that lead you to believe that he's probably got the leash until 2027, but I don't know, man.
I just think with all the change for the coordinator and a new system, the new strength coach, and probably a new quarterback, I just think that we have to have realistic expectations going in. And again, doesn't mean that
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
I don't disagree. I'm just saying I don't know if that'll be enough still is what I'm getting at. I still
But yeah, and I could see it us, going crazy if we're sitting there in October and lose to Georgia Tech down there in Atlanta and then drop Texas and Auburn, which is not a far-fetched scenario. I don't think that's going to happen. But if you're 2-3 with Alabama looming, we're going to be losing our damn minds.
Yeah, it'll be a 3-ring circus. It really will,
and not the good kind.
Signetti did get Indiana, and it's not fair to judge all these other guys off what he's done. Only thing I will say, it's not like he walked in there and there was just absolutely. He brought a lot of help with him. And granted, it was from JMU, but he had already built those kids, and they had learned how to win at James Madison. He brought a lot of those kids with him, some key ones.
All I'm saying is because I was one of them last spring when Nico left. Remember, if you rewind to that, and we were all like, hey, man, we don't need him. And good for Josh for standing his ground and doing all that. At that time, we said, that said, we got to be prepared for some turbulence, right? It's going to be kind of choppy because you got to find a quarterback. You got to do this. You got to do that. And I was on board with that. And then I was just as disappointed as everyone else that we finished 8-4. And if you had told me back in April that we might have an 8-4 season, at that moment, I would have been like, that's fine. We'll deal with it. We don't need someone like Nico around. So my point is, we can talk about patience and everything else. And like you said, Russ, the minute if we go and don't show out against Georgia Tech,
it'll lose to Arch Manning in Neyland.
Yeah.
People be feeling some kind of way about that, just the Manning factor. Yeah, it could get ugly quick next year. It really could.
It got ugly for Kentucky last night at Thompson Bowling Arena. Bob, you were there. The Lady Vols, big win against the Lady Wildcats. Tennessee now 6-0 in conference play, one of only 2 SEC teams still unbeaten in conference play. The other is Vanderbilt. Mia Paldo.
What have I been saying, man? She
budding
is
superstar.
She's a little baller, man.
Is she the next great Lady Vol?
Well, it's going to be interesting to see when they start playing some of these. Now, Kentucky's a good team, so that was a good step. But, boy, they still haven't gotten South Carolina, LSU, Texas, Oklahoma last night, who looked really, really good knocking South Carolina off. She's about to get into the teeth of some really tough competition. We'll see. But she's impressive. I love watching her. She's a
bulldog.
Could not stop her last night.
Couldn't stop her. And the thing that surprises me, she's what, 5'7"?
Yeah.
She's like the female Ziegler, by the way. She's she's from New Jersey. She's undersized. She's tough. They even kind of have similar hair now that I think about it. But like she plays above her size. It's not just the ball handling and pesky defense. She's getting in there and snagging rebounds.
Yeah, she's
just balling.
You just watch how she carries herself on the court. I mean, she's got swag. She's tough, man. The freshmen last night were really the difference in that game between her and Denia Prawl and Jada Seville. Those three right there, they were the reason they won that game, really.
Caldwell really hit on this recruiting class.
Yeah.
Hey, Russ, who was the last great Lady Vol? If you're asking if this girl is going to be the next one. Who was the last
we had
true
one
great?
since Candace?
No, and how long's that been?
Surely we've had.
Was Carol Lawson before or after Candace? I lost track.
Before.
Was she?
Yeah, she's a few years older. Was Candace the last time we were like...
Where's the Vol rumor mill when you need him?
He has an encyclopedia-like knowledge over that stuff. That's sad, man. I'll tell you how bad it's gotten for that program.
Was Glory Johnson a great? Here's the thing: is like we had some good players that are still playing in the WNBA. Who's James Pierce's girl? Rakia Jackson.
Ray Burrell was really good.
Yeah, we've had some good players, but because they didn't play on championship teams,
they're not considered great.
Well, they're just not as seen because I think there's a lot of casual Lady Vol fans out there who aren't watching right now. But if they get to a Final Four, they're all in,
yeah.
and you remember those. How many of us would have remembered Michelle Marciniak if that team hadn't won a national championship?
Probably about as much as remembering some of these other really good players that came through here, but they didn't get seen a whole lot. How far do you think? I mean, what do you think, Bob? You saw him, the eye test in person. What's the ceiling? What's fair for her?
They got to be fully healthy. They didn't have Janiyah Barker last night, and that's a big deal. I think they're Sweet 16 capable. Beyond that, I don't know, because there's just so many good teams now. But they're on a good trajectory, and I feel a lot different about the team and the job Kim's doing than I did maybe 6 weeks ago, because I think we were even saying it kind of like,
we're going to put her on the hot seat.
Has she been figured out?
Yeah,
we were.
But and I feel like she's abandoned the
Yes.
whole. Now she's still doing the line changes, but the other stuff, I think she's abandoned the just go
Is
stuff.
she even doing that? Because Paldo played the entire fourth quarter last night.
Yeah, no, she still keeps running them in. Sometimes it might not be all 5. Like a lot of times with Paldo, she'd run 4 new ones in and keep Paldo in.
I saw somebody, I think it was probably on Twitter, just made the point that the Kentucky players were worn out.
Yeah.
They
still keep applying the pressure. Now they shot the 3 horribly last night. Tennessee did. So to me, that's what kind of let Kentucky hang around too.
That final inbounds play, is that the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen in a game of basketball?
Was she trying to throw it between her legs?
Yeah, I don't know. That was wild.
Just threw it right to her.
That's the thing I love about Talaysia Cooper, because she didn't do much offensively, but she does a little bit of everything. She had like 5 steals, I think. So
we got to take a quick timeout. We're live this afternoon at the grand opening of the Casual Pint, Lenoir City, Highway 321 in the LC. Would love to see you down here. Walker's got the top 4 at 4 when we continue hour number 2 of the drive coming up.
The Drive. The voluntary reaction. The voluntary reaction. As soon as the UT game is over, tune in to Fan Run Radio's post-game free-for-all, featuring instant analysis from your favorite Fan Run radio hosts and your phone calls. All the joy, all the rage, all the passion. Win or lose, it's must-hear radio. The voluntary reaction. Raw, unfiltered, real.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
Are you a federal employee facing workplace challenges like suspension or removal? Are you concerned about your security clearance with any federal agency? You know the Griffin Law Firm is your trusted ally in military legal matters. But did you know they also specialize in civilian federal employment law? If you're a federal employee facing workplace challenges like suspension or removal, if you're concerned about your security clearance with any federal agency, the DOE, FBI, FCC, or DOD, you might not know it, but you do have legal recourse. The Griffin Law Firm specializes in federal employment law, military law, and security defense law. VFL Marshall Griffin and his experienced team are ready to make your problem their problem, no matter which federal agency you work for. Don't face federal employment issues alone. Remember, remain silent, request counsel, call Griffin Law, 888-707-4282, online at griffinlawdefense.com.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced, Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service, 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit matlocktireservice.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Today, we raise a glass of Jameson Irish whiskey to the sport of football. Hear, hear!
To Gaelic football, born in Ireland in 1885 in its thrilling blend of soccer, rugby and basketball. On a massive field, 15 players kick or hand pass a round ball to score points over a bar or into a net. No pads, no helmet, no sense.
Here, here!
To college football, which kicked off in 1869 when Rutgers beat Princeton 6-4 in the Battle of New Jersey. With 11 players and helmets and pads, teams battle on a 100-yard gridiron with explosive pass plays and hard-hitting tackles. Unless you're called for targeting.
Here, here!
Since 1780, Jameson Irish whiskey has been enjoyed by sports fans all around the globe. Whether your football is Gaelic, American, or even soccer, we can all agree on super smooth Jameson Irish whiskey.
Here, here!
It's time for the Drive's Top 4 at 4.
Hour number 2 of the Drive underway. Fan Run Radio live this afternoon at the Casual Pint, Lenore City. Russell, Bob, and Bear here. Walker Smith back in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios with the top 4 at 4. Walker, what do you got?
At number 1, Rick Barnes and Tennessee have a tough game this weekend on the road at number 17, Alabama, with Nate Oates prepared to play former G League player Charles Bediako. Tip-off is at 8:30 p.m. on ESPN, and the Vols are 3.5-point underdogs.
Only 3.5, huh? Not
At least
too
that
bad.
was last time I checked.
Well,
this may be one of the weird. I've got just a really weird feeling about this game, mainly because of the Badiako. I'll never be able to say it right. I'm sorry, Russ. Say it for me.
Bediako.
Oh,
like this will forever be that game. And win or lose, definitely if we lose, everybody's gonna, especially if he plays a role in that.
Bob, tell me if I'm wrong. Here's my prediction for how tomorrow night's going to go. I think we're going to come out with the eye of the tiger, playing with a level of intensity we haven't seen lately. I think the defense and rebounding are going to be on point, and I think it's going to be a dogfight. And I think we're just not going to have enough at the end. I see Bama win. Like 3.5 is probably, I see like a 59-56 root canal type game. But I don't know if we got the playmakers to do it.
Listen, if we can keep it down to that kind of score, I don't think we can. But I definitely like our chances if we could keep it in the high 50s to 60.
I imagine they would be pulling their hair out.
Yeah,
if we get them down in the mud like that. And
I mean, it's simple.
I think we will, man. I think that the defense and rebounding angle of it is fixable.
That's
You've heard
motivational.
Rick talk about, it's effort. And so, I mean, I would be stunned if we don't have a supreme effort from the boys tomorrow night. I just don't know if, these turnovers, man. I don't know if we can make enough shots. Questions offensively.
And what's the lineup's going to look like? Is he going to run that small lineup that seems to spark our offense a little bit? In the limited amount we've seen it.
I'm sure we'll do it a little bit, but that'll be interesting to see. Walker.
At number 2, college football playoff is expected to stay at 12 teams for the 2026 season. The move is widely expected as the Big Ten and SEC, which hold the keys to the college football playoff expansion, remain in a stalemate. The Big Ten wants a 24-team model, while the SEC and the other 8 conferences, along with Notre Dame, want a 16-team playoff.
I don't care that they're keeping it at 12. The thing that I hate about it is if the rules next year were the rules this year, Miami would not have gotten in, Notre Dame would have, and Duke would have been in the playoffs.
Well, they keep changing. They're just making it up as they go along. It's infuriating.
And now we get the Notre Dame clause.
Yeah. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous that they can't make up their mind on a format. And we can get back into this after the top 4. But, a lot of people are saying Greg Sankey got played in this negotiation because, he went to the 9-game conference schedule with the understanding that the playoff was going to expand to 16 and that you're going to have plenty of spots for SEC teams. So that's not happening now. There's only 12 spots, and we're going to the extra game. Are the SEC teams going to cannibalize each other? You're going to have a bunch of 9-3 teams that don't get in. next
Yeah.
year that might have gotten in under an 8-game schedule.
Let's do so. I've got a question for you, but circle back to it.
Walker.
At number 3, Phillip Rivers, who has never coached at the collegiate or professional level, will interview with the Bills today for their head coaching position. He is the coach of the St. Michael Catholic High School in Fairhope, Alabama. The quarterback rejoined the Texans in December after Daniel Jones tore his Achilles and started 3 games, going 0-3.
People talk about, can a high school coach go to the college game? There have been a couple, Art Briles, who was the Notre Dame? Was it Leahy, Notre Dame? Or was it Parsegian? One of those guys was a straight high school, or
no.
Divine.
No, Gary Moeller.
Yeah, that's right.
He was at Michigan.
No,
I thought it was Moeller.
It's a guy from Cincinnati, Moeller. Sorry. I'm forgetting the guy's name now. But Notre Dame had a guy that came from high school.
Yeah. I'm sure an alert listener will. Yeah. Now we're having a guy go straight from high school to the NFL.
I mean, that just tells me that the Bills owner is a complete psychopath. You fire Sean McDermott to hire somebody who's a high school
Surely
coach?
they're not going to hire him, Walker.
Surely not. Unless
Jerry
you watch
Gary Faust. There you go. He's from
Moeller.
Cincinnati Moeller?
Yeah.
What Vol great hails from Cincinnati Moeller?
Cincinnati Moeller.
I didn't know they had one from Moeller.
Tennessee? Oh, yeah.
You're going to have to narrow it down.
What
year?
would have had a great career in the NFL if not for injuries was an All-American offensive lineman here in the early 2000s.
Oh, Munoz.
Michael Munoz.
Yep, that's right.
Anthony's son.
Munoz. Forgot he played for Tennessee. And at number 4, an NBA game and dozens of college basketball games across a wide swath of the country are being reshuffled because of the approaching major winter storm. The storm that meteorologists say could rival the damage of a major hurricane is expected to bring snow, ice, and frigid temperatures from New Mexico to New England starting today. In the NBA, the start time of the Washington Wizards game and Charlotte Hornets on Saturday has been moved up, and the ACC moved up start times for 3 of their games as well.
Weather wreaking havoc on the world of sports. Hope the boys can get back tomorrow. I mean, that would suck if you do lose tomorrow. You
stuck in Tuscaloosa
after you lost a game down
in a
there.
hotel room without power.
Well, I wonder if they're taking the approach like Shumpert is. He's on his way to Alabama to cover the game. And, of course, he has a brother who lives in Birmingham, but he's packed to go directly to Athens if he needs to for the Tuesday game.
Oh, wow.
I just wonder if they might be setting up something similarly where they're not coming back to Knoxville.
Maybe. Kind of like the baseball team. I remember a couple of years ago, they had the last regular season series, I think, at Arkansas, and Tony just took the team and we're just going to go straight to Hoover. Did not even come back, so they were gone for like 2 weeks. Thank you, Walker. Well done, sir. That is the top 4 at 4. It's brought to you by our friends right here at the Casual Pint, Lenore City Craft Beer Stro, where we are today. They're doing a raffle. You come by and buy a raffle ticket and get a chance to win fabulous gifts and prizes. The beer cheese pretzels, still outstanding.
You can have that last one, man.
I think I'm going to have to fight Baskerville for it.
No, I'm good. One's good for me. So,
Are you is it on the list of awesome things you hate, or are you just fearful of a gastrointestinal disaster?
No, I mean, I love pretzels, beer cheese. I don't normally eat during.
I've known you for a long time. I don't know if I've ever seen you eat.
I eat.
I know you do.
I eat at odd times. I don't eat in the middle of the afternoon. Definitely not when I'm on the air.
Times.
Did you venture out to the grocery store again?
No, I'm going tonight. I put it off until there'll be nothing left on the shelves. I'll be eating generic Cheerios.
Yeah.
We were there yesterday.
Sugar-free ramen and just also whatever's left, right?
We went as a family last night, and there were the milk and bread was hard to come by, but they had other things. We got a lot of good stuff. So we're locked and loaded.
Yeah, I was actually in the grocery store this morning. I needed pickles. Pickles are important. So, and it wasn't that bad. Really.
We're talking about just your regular kosher dill pickles. Or are we talking sweet pickles, hot pickles?
I get the
chips, spears. What are we doing?
I'll do a little plug here. You ever had Wickles pickles?
Yes.
I don't think so.
The
They're
hot,
pretty good.
the sweet and spicy ones.
Yeah, they'll light you up.
Yep. Just for like so the chips for a sandwich. Delicious.
Great. Joe Rexrode of The Athletic in 102.5 The Game in Nashville coming up here in a little bit. Hour number 3, Tennessee baseball coach Josh Elander joins the show. Got a lot to get to here this afternoon. Let's get to the phones and talk to Phil. Good afternoon, Phil. You're on the drive. It's Fan Run Radio.
What's up, Debbie?
What's up, Philly?
How the boys doing?
Hey, we're doing well. Thank you.
I heard y'all ripping Nate Oates earlier. I enjoyed it.
I mean, Nate Oates, maybe I'm just naive, but I remember when he first got into the league, we don't like him because he's from Alabama, but, he's a sharp dresser, wears a coat on the sideline, even though most people don't do that anymore. And he's a former high school, math teacher, right? This is a guy who loves the kids. He's a do-gooder. He's going to be one of the good ones.
He's the dirtiest player in the game, bud.
He's the Ric Flair of this thing.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that true? The judge is an Alabama booster, 6 figures a year, and the wife of the judge is an attorney for Darius Miles, who shot that girl down there in Tuscaloosa, who the Alabama player brought the gun to, and they played the next night.
Saw the same thing.
It
is, it's very, very tawdry for sure.
It's like no other place in the.
Hey, I'll give them this. They are committed to their basketball down there. I didn't think they were, but they are.
Well, they know football ain't going to win nothing no more.
They don't. They definitely have lost some of their, I don't know what you call institutional advantages that they've had over everyone else in college football.
Yeah, you're right, Barry. I say that's the reason why Saban got out of it. He knew what was happening.
Have you seen this stuff where Saban is saying that he never ever paid attention to 4-star and 5-star ratings of players?
He's a liar.
I know. I was just like, you got to be kidding me, man. You had classes loaded with those every single year. You can't tell me you didn't know that. Did you see that, Phil?
No, I didn't see that. That's not surprised, though. I mean, he's a good evaluator of talent because he won at Michigan State. Then he went to LSU, and then he's got an eye for talent. Of course, they had everything was going in motion down there at Alabama, like money, and they knew how to spend their money. But now, NIL destroyed this program.
Yeah, when the playing field got level, he got gone pretty quick, didn't he?
Yeah, and I mean, leveled for him, and they, as a program, we talked about it. They were getting a pretty deep discount because of those. A lot of kids wanted to go play for Nick Saban.
Sure,
the best way to get drafted in the first round.
So the line on the game is 3.5. I'm really surprised. I think Tennessee's going to get boat race tomorrow night.
Come on, Phil.
I'm being realistic about it.
I think it just all depends. I mean, we know what Alabama is going to do, right? I mean, it's like if the threes are falling, that's going to be really, really hard for us to contend with that. But you just never know with them. Like I was saying earlier, one thing we know about them, Phil, is I guess Bediako helps a little, but they can't rebound, So, I mean, if they're missing shots, that could be an opportunity for Tennessee. But I'm with you. I understand what you're saying. If they're on, that's trouble, man.
Isn't it true? Barnes has beat Oaks 5 out of 6, and he's lost to Mark Pope 4 out of 5. I mean, how the hell do you explain that?
I know. I don't get it.
They had the Meshack Miracle last time these two teams took the floor together.
I missed Jemai.
Well, we sure missed some 3 guards from last year, don't we?
Sure do.
What's wrong with our inside game, Bob? I thought they'd be a strength in this team, but it looks like since conference play started, they're just a bunch of softies.
That's you just took the words out of my mouth, Phil. I think I was with you, man. I really felt like they were going to do this this inside-out approach, and it could work. We're seeing a couple other teams doing it, like Arizona does it, but their inside guys are delivering. Ours are not, man, and it is. I do think they're soft. I hate to say it. I wonder what's going to flip a switch. I thought Carey being there would be kind of a guy who would help set that tone, and I don't feel it yet.
So you're going to have the baseball coach on in the third hour?
Josh Elander scheduled to join the drive at 5:45 today. How about that, Phil?
Well, is he going to teach Hopple some facial how to groom hair? See?
Wow. What do you? I don't even know why you think that's funny.
Yeah.
That's not funny. Personal appearance is not show fodder.
I'm not even saying anything. I'm just kind of snickering because it seems to be getting brought up a lot, and it's not me bringing it up. It's others bringing it up.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Okay.
What you've done.
Yeah, you guys are, boy, that's rich. Hear that from you guys.
Leading our listeners down a dark path, Baskerville.
Yeah, I got you.
Bad influence on the drive.
Woo.
Bad boy Bob Baskerville.
Is a little professionalism too much to ask for, Bob? Just a little. Not a lot, just a little. A little smidgen.
You're on the drive now, my man.
Yeah, exactly.
Some expectations here.
I feel like I've been sucked into a vortex, but
it's called hopelessness and despair, but
yeah,
we have a little fun.
Fan Run Radio. We are live this afternoon. The Casual Pie. This place is fantastic. I want to get something to go. Come on out, pick up a six-pack, maybe get a growler fill, or just hang out. Say hello. Have a cold beverage. Get yourself some pretzels and beer cheese. Get some. As they say, we're going to get some of Joe Rexrode when he continues next, get his thoughts on this NCAA eligibility crisis, who's a player, who's not a player, and new coach for the Titans, a big topic of Joe Show on 102.5 The Game. Joe Rexrode coming up next right here on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive.
For the fans, by the fans, this is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive, even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
Have you ever found yourself wishing your clothes looked brand new again? Whether it's your favorite suit, that little black dress, or your comfy winter coat, Crown Cleaners can make it happen. From stubborn stains to delicate fabrics, the expert team at Crown Cleaners uses the latest cleaning technology to ensure your clothes come back looking and feeling fresh. Visit one of their 2 area locations, Kingston Pike on Bearden Hill or South North Shore Drive near Dunkin' Donuts. Online at crowncleaners.com. Crown Cleaners, a tradition of excellence.
North Knox Siding and Windows is a complete exterior home improvement company that can help you with all your home exterior needs. If your home needs new siding, windows, doors, gutters, handrails, a deck, or a new roof, then give my friends at North Knox Siding and Windows a call at 865-689-0505. You can also visit their showroom at 5618 North Broadway. Locally owned and operated and proudly serving all of Knoxville and the surrounding areas, North Knox Siding and Windows. Online at northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Hey, this is Bo Kregner with the Kregner Group at Realty Executives. You know, in sports, home field advantage matters, and it's the same in real estate. Our team knows every neighborhood, every play that gets you the win. whether you're buying your first home or selling for top dollar. Let's get you in the end zone. Call me today at 865-742-1035 or visit BoKnowsHouses.com. The Kregner Group, walking by faith, serving others.
Hi, I'm Jessica Lodgen, one of the hygienists here at Knoxville Smiles. If your children are having sleep or behavioral issues, we have things we can do in modern dentistry that can help not just with their dental health, but also their overall health. Early intervention is the key for younger patients and can avoid costly procedures later in life. If you'd like to learn more, give us a call here at the office and schedule an appointment. 865-539-1776. Or just book online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
All right, we're back. Fan Run Radio coming to you live this afternoon from the grand opening of the Casual Pint, Lenoir City. We're on Highway 321. Stop by, say hello this afternoon. Russell, Bob, and Bear down here. We got Walker Smith back in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios making everything work. And we got Joe Rexroad of The Athletic and 102.5 The Game in Nashville on the phone line. Hello, Joe. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, Russell. How's it going?
Hey, man, it's going really well. First of all, before we get into everything going on in the world of sports, what's the forecast like in your neck of the woods over there in the Mid-State?
It's not good, man. It's funny because, like earlier in the week, they're like, oh, man, it might be like a foot or, 18 inches of snow. And it's like, oh, that wouldn't be good. But now we're not going to get that much snow, but we might get an inch of ice, which, of course, I'll take 3 feet of snow over that, over the possibility of losing power. So we've actually been talking about escaping to Georgia or something, but I think we're just going to stick it out and hope we're going to be all right. How about you?
Yeah, kind of the same thing. I don't think much snow, but apparently sometime around lunch tomorrow that something's going to fall out of the sky and it ain't going to be good. That's all I know. So we made a trip to the grocery store yesterday, and we are prepared to hunker down, as they say.
Yeah, exactly. 9 loaves of bread. Robbie today said he saw a woman buying 9 loaves of bread yesterday. So get your bread.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. We got 3 loaves, and I don't think we're going to go through all that, although we do go through some bread.
It's a lot of bread pudding.
At Stately Smith Manor, yeah.
Or something.
Hey,
toast.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, we just got a statement from Nate Oates, and I want Bob to read this, and we can
gotta find it.
we can talk about it with Joe. But this is the big controversy. Joe, is Nate Oates bringing Charles Bediako. Tennessee plays against them down there tomorrow, and I guess the Alabama position is I don't know if he's eligible, but the courts have said he could play, so we're going to play him. We have the latest from Nate.
This is what Oates said. This was a couple hours ago, Joe, but he and I quote, "My personal opinion on all of this is we need a uniform and transparent system that doesn't punish the Americans. A system that takes the hypocrisy out of it, that gives equal treatment to Americans and international players, both while also allowing high school players the opportunities they need coming out of school. So someone should be able to come up with a system that checks all those boxes, but for now we're going to continue to support Charles." So for sure what he's doing is likening it to the players that come across the pond. And there's a lot of schools that have the international players that have played at some level of professional basketball overseas. But he says all that, and I still think that this is different than that. At least that's my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing with this is, I'd like to be outraged at Nate Oates. I mean, I think the hilarious thing is like the judge is a donor and the white, it's just classic. But I mean, the thing is, like, someone was going to do this, and so it's amazing to think back on December 30th. Charlie Baker was like, "Well, here's the line. If you've signed an NBA contract, that's it. That's the line." And it's 3 weeks later, and the line's been crossed. So I mean,
He's signed 3 NBA contracts. So to me, guys, I'd like to be. I agree with anyone who says these coaches talk about guardrails. They talk about, we want a system, so then just don't do it. I don't disagree with that, but I also just know that they're going to do it, right? We know this. So to actually fix it, I've completely rejected the big picture congressional life raft that basically college sports leaders have. Basically, they've curled up in a corner. They just don't think they'll ever win anything in court, and so they're begging for this, and it's not going to happen. They're not going to get the huge bill that they want, the sweeping bill, the antitrust exemption. But is it possible? And I heard Bruce Pearl say this yesterday, I think on Feinbaum show. Is it possible for a very limited, very narrow bill to address something like this? If not, this specific, scenario and NBA, non-NBA, if not, it's going to keep happening. It's going to be happening more. And, my colleague Sam Dassini wrote this in The Athletic yesterday. I hadn't even thought about this. He was like, if you really think about it, we could just be looking at a shuttle back and forth situation with guys going to the NBA in season from college, going from NBA to college. Okay, I'll help you out for a month. Was it $100K? All right, let's go. Which no one wants. It's awful, right? No one wants that. But I think based on where things are legally, that could be what we're looking at.
Yeah, what's to stop the Knicks from saying, we'd like to sign the Boozer kid from Duke for the rest of the season? He can go back to Duke next year or, even after his season because the NBA goes on for so long. He'll play out the season at Duke, go to a Final Four, and then come and join the Lakers or something for over the summer and then go back to Duke. Why not, right?
Yeah, I guess, it's just the NBA team. I guess, the whole thing would be you're employed during the same time period and probably an important part of your NBA team. But, yeah, I don't know what Kenny Chandler's doing right now, but I know he's got eligibility, and you got to think about some of these guys who left Tennessee who, it hasn't worked out as hoped in the pro. What would Keon Johnson do at Tennessee right now, I saw Rick's comments, and I agree. I agree with what he said in principle, but it's not reality. This is reality. So, Nate, I saw a lot of Nate's comments today, and it's a lot of BS spin. Basically how could I possibly deny him this opportunity? It's yeah, you could, man, you could. But again, this is what happened. Coaches, as we know, it wasn't that long ago, we had this FBI investigation when everybody still cared about paying players. They're not just going to exploit whatever rule they can exploit. They're going to break rules. They sure as hell are going to, take advantage of whatever rules allow them to do, right? We know this. We have to know this.
Yeah, and to continue on with that, one of the things we talked about earlier was how some of the coaches are speaking up. Rick Barnes was one, and Todd Golden, and then Mark Pope at Kentucky. And I thought I was really eloquent, really, saying look, man, if this is how it's going to be, then there needs to be changes. And the NCAA could exclude a team from the tournament. They have the power to do that. All of that to say, meanwhile, behind the scenes, Kentucky is working on this kid, and I don't know how his last name's pronounced, but Dink Pate, who's playing in the G League. And he says that Kentucky's the only school he's talked to, but then you look from some of the other articles I'm seeing from On3 and others, there's been over 50 schools in touch with him. Okay. And so
right.
This is just, the toothpaste is out of the tube for sure right now.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. It's funny because Mark Pope said that, and that's the thing is when I first saw Mark Pope say this the other day, I was like, man, that's a great idea. But then you look at the TRO, the temporary restraining order, and it pretty clearly states that no retribution against Alabama can happen, which of course is what he's talking about. So, but yes, then of course he'll turn around and do it. Nate Oates, back when the Baylor thing happened, it had, it's as a former high school coach, if this takes away opportunities from high school kids, and of course now here he is doing it. Now he did sort of leave himself wiggle room back then too. Like basically, like people are going to do this, but still, I mean, it's. I think there are some coaches. I think Rick Barnes would be one of them. I think Tom Izzo would be one of them, and there's others who are just going to be like Matt Payne, like I'm not doing this. Forget. I will not do this. Like someone has to like. And there's so many issues you can create too, right? Like Baylor has actually gone to the toilet since signing Najee, who doesn't even help them that much. But it's like you're telling me this isn't going to mess with team chemistry? I find it hard to believe unless you're adding someone who is just a massive difference maker, which we may see. Then there's also some potential unintended consequences for these teams.
Talking with Joe Rexrode of The Athletic in 102.5 The Game in Nashville, where the Titans introduced a new coach yesterday. Well, they'll introduce him next week, a press conference scheduled for Wednesday. But Robert Saleh officially named new head coach of the Titans yesterday. Joe, what's the reaction been like on your radio show to the news that Robert Saleh is coming to Nashville?
It's been a little more split than I expected. I thought it would be a little bit more excited. Now, it's still basically parades in the streets compared to what would have happened had they hired Matt Nagy, which a lot of Titans fans had sort of resigned themselves to that as an inevitability. And it's kind of curious because Matt Nagy had a better head coaching stint in Chicago than Robert Saleh did with the Jets. It's just that I think people want to give Saleh mostly a pass considering how dysfunctional that organization is. But yeah, for whatever reason, the Titans fans seem to just hate the idea of Nagy. And I loved the idea of Saleh, but it's been pretty split. And I get it. Like Saleh was my favorite candidate going into the process, but of course then then the craziest cycle ever all of a sudden has John Harbaugh and then Mike Tomlins out of Pittsburgh and Sean McDermott and but as far as before all that stuff started happening, I liked him the best just because I do think he has potential to be a good head coach. Obviously he's a great defensive coach, defensive coordinator. But look, he got into some stuff there, especially like worried about media stuff and everything that I think did not help him. So, hopefully he's learned from that. But yeah, I think it's, there's a fair amount of skepticism, I think, in general, Russell. And I think a lot of that just has to do with the incompetence of this franchise over the last few years. I think being skeptical about anything they do right now is probably a fair thing to be.
On that note, we were a part of the camp over here that were a little hopeful that maybe Mike McDaniel would get the look at the offensive coordinator job, but it sounds like if he's going to be an OC, it's going to be in Los Angeles, but he's still even interviewing for head coaching jobs too. Do you have any thoughts on what you're hearing in terms of who could be in line for that OC job? Could it be Nagy?
Yeah, the Nagy thing I think would be striking out elsewhere, and here's an arranged marriage, which is what happened with Mike Vrabel, by the way. Mike Vrabel, I know for sure, at least, when he got the job, he tried to get Ryan Day from Ohio State. Urban Meyer was still the head coach, and he tried to get Nagy, actually. And I don't know if there were others, but those two for sure. Eventually, he struck out. John Robinson's like, hey, we interviewed Matt LaFleur. We think he'd be good. Fine. Somehow he does a year, and then he gets the Packers job. But, but you mentioned McDaniel, Bob. I kind of came around to, what? I kind of like him even as their head coach. And I understand Miami, a lot of stuff went wrong there too, but I still think he could be a good head coach. I definitely would love him as OC. I think anybody should want Mike McDaniel as their OC. I think he's one of the clear right now innovators in the league. And I think he's ahead of the curve on stuff, and people are just copying his stuff right now. So it's too bad that apparently, because it seemed obvious, it seemed natural that, he and Saleh might work together with given their shared history. But Daboll certainly is a strong candidate. Diana Rossini for us at The Athletic reported that she expects him to get the job if he doesn't get the Buffalo job. Now, does that mean the Titans are just going to sit there and wait? I don't know. Arthur Smith is an obvious name, right? And there's a couple others that are a little bit, Stenovich is someone, a non-play caller at this point who, I think would be maybe down the list. But yeah, I think, Daboll is I think would be a good hire. He, wanted Cam Ward last year. Remember during the draft, the Giants tried to trade up to get Cam Ward. So you do know that he likes the quarterback. And obviously, I don't know what percentage of Josh Allen's transformation from a guy who couldn't hit the broadside of a barn to a great quarterback. I don't know how much that goes to Daboll, but he had to have some credit for that because he was there for that full transformation.
Hey, Joe, one of the popular narratives we've heard about, or maybe unpopular in Nashville, but just a storyline that's out there is that the Titans have an ownership problem. Amy Adams-Strunk can't make up her mind what she wants, likes to put her finger on the scale. You've heard all these things. And I'm just wondering, as somebody who's close to it, covers the Titans on a day-in, day-out basis, how would you compare Amy to other owners who are perceived in that way? Jerry Jones, Jimmy Haslam, Woody Johnson. Is she in that group of owners, or is that unfair?
That's a tough one, Russell. I think I put Woody Johnson in his own category. I mean, some of the stuff out of there is just whacked, right? The guy from Carolina, whose name is eluding me right now, he's done a good job of, I'm just going to go, I'm not going to be public anymore. He had a run there where it was like, what in the world are you doing, man? And Haslam has he's been pretty bad. I mean, that's a bad situation. So I think I'd maybe go, Jerry, Jerry's almost kind of in his own little tier too, right? And that's a weird, that's a weird situation. And obviously it's, I don't know. I kind of set him aside. I think I might put Amy the tier, if they're the top tier of absolute dysfunctional ownership, I'd put her just a tier below, but just one tier below. I mean, it's been bad. It's bad decision making. And I think the big issue, not the biggest, but a big issue. I mean, if anybody saw the Buffalo presser, Terry Pagula the other day, that was not great. Some of the stuff he said, he's basically just trashing players on his own team and trying to blame the coaching staff for drafting stuff like that. But man, at least he talked. And that's one of my big problems with Amy is that she gets the most public money ever given out for a stadium build. She is making money hand over fist. All these owners are. And she can't be bothered to even give a statement, appear at something. I mean, not even take a question. Just show up and show that you care. That is disappointing. And on top of the decisions, and some of them have been rash and some of them have been bad. And my God, is she rooting for the Broncos on Sunday because she didn't want to see Vrabel in the Super Bowl. I just think that lack of public accountability is a real problem too.
Hey, Joe, jump to college. We just saw something earlier this week that I think the likes of which none of us have seen as far as just such a fast turnaround by Indiana University, national champions. They do it all under Kurt Cignetti in 2 seasons. And, I keep hearing a lot of fans, including a lot of fans involved. And see, man, it can happen here. It can happen anywhere. And I don't disagree. However, I mean, this to me feels like this was a lightning in the bottle / unicorn / whatever you want to call it. And I do think the college football landscape is much flatter than it used to be. That said, I think that's almost doing an injustice to what just happened with Indiana because it's pretty incredible, right?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think both things are true. I mean, yes, it is flatter. There is more. I mean, I think Vanderbilt this last year is another. I mean, it's like, how the heck did they ever go 10-2? How the heck does Indiana ever even approach what they just did? So, and Texas Tech is like, well, we're just going to outspend everybody. Like there's hope. I think there's no Power 4 school at this point that should say we have no chance. We could never get there. You should not say that. But at the same time, I also think that most, if not all of these schools don't have someone like Kurt Cignetti evaluating players, developing players, and out scheming coaches, right? Some of this is just the guy is obviously a freak. And if you look at his history, obviously it's a lower level, so it doesn't move the needle that much, but it is consistent. He goes anywhere with no hope. Elon College had no hope, and it's like, screw you, we're winning. I mean, so the guy is special. And so when you talk about a blueprint, it's like, yeah, there are some things, that like older players, I think you're going to see more people think in terms of that. Like, let's get some more 22, 23-year-olds. They might be able to beat up on some 5-star 20-year-olds, right? But at the same time, there's still just the Signetti factor that is that's the part of the blueprint you can't copy.
Hey, Joe, really appreciate the time, my friend. Always great catching up with you. Stay warm, and let's see if we can keep this power on over the weekend.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Stay safe, everybody, and charge up tonight.
There you go. Thank you, Joe.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
Joe Road of The Athletic, 102.5 The Game in Nashville, joining us this afternoon, and interesting conversation with him as well. Nate Oates, not winning friends and influencing people in college basketball this week.
Not at all. Not at all. He's I don't know. It feels like if there's any justice in the world, they don't win that game. Not just because I'm a Tennessee fan. It's because it's about.
Do you think Bediako has a huge impact tomorrow night?
I don't think so.
Neither do I.
And it's kind of one of the things that I think we talked about it yesterday, and Joe touched on it too. It's like
team chemistry.
He's been gone for 3 years,
yeah.
man. He doesn't know any of those players on that team. So you don't just walk in my opinion. It's not like it's pickup ball and you just get locked in that quickly. It's a little more calculated than that.
So Alabama made the first call, right? We're agreed on that.
It's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Does it change anything?
It makes Nate Oates look just a little bit more sleazy than he already does.
Yes, I would agree with that. If they made the first call, and it makes him look worse. And
it's not like it just fell in their lap.
His position, well, that's his position. Is like we're helping the kid. He can go to college anyway.
Yeah,
he can get his education anywhere.
You could honor his scholarship.
Alabama and pay for it.
Yeah,
he doesn't.
He doesn't have to play college basketball.
No.
Alabama needs a big, like Bob's been saying.
Yeah, ain't nobody buying their position. That would, I wouldn't say change things, but it would make it look much worse, in my opinion, if it were to come out that Bediako is just out there. He's doing his thing on these two-way contracts or whatever, playing for Sioux Falls, and all of a sudden Nate Oates, who's really struggling with post depth, gets a harebrained idea. Hey, let's see if we can get Bediako back and just challenge this in court.
Yeah,
we'll just pretend like we're doing, like he came to us, and we just, who are we to deny an opportunity for a kid?
Probably called that judge up. I mean, they're obviously very familiar with him. If his wife is that true? His wife, the judge's wife, is Darius Miles' attorney.
That's been out there by credible sources. Yes.
I mean.
Yeah,
you got to hand it to Alabama boys. You really do. They care.
It is super convenient.
Roll damn Tide.
It is super convenient that they don't have much on their front line. And
that was the question. I'm glad I remembered it. That I wanted to circle back to.
We need a shooting guard. I mean, Lofton's just sitting over there next to Mike Keith.
Why not? Right.
More about KC, but KC actually played in. Like I think John looked it up, like 39 NBA games.
What's Jordan McRae doing? Did he leave a year early? I don't think he did.
He's another one that played extensively enough in the NBA.
Marcus Hayslip left her. How about Yarbrough? He's got a year.
Yeah. But what about Jaden Springer? How
there
much
you go.
Did he play?
No, he played. He played more than Kennedy Chandler.
Really?
Yeah, he's been bounced around a couple franchises too.
Keon
averaged double figures.
Yeah, he's played the most
last season.
I mean, it's.
Hey, I've actually got the list of Vols in the pros. This is one of our favorite segments to do periodically. Not just the NBA guys, but the guys who are the volunteer basketball diaspora, the spread out. The guys who are in Russia and the Ukraine. And
Consult
Australia.
that list.
Well, yeah, we'll go through it. Stay with us. It's The Drive on Fan Run Radio, live today. The Casual Pint, Lenore City. Come on out and see us. We're back with more after this.
The Drive.
Catch up with all things Fan Run by subscribing to our podcast feed. Like, rate, and download the show from the Fan Run app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Bankruptcy, divorce, personal injury. These are just some of the curveballs life can throw at you. Fortunately, East Tennessee has someone to help you work through these problems and recover. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. If you're in need of legal advice, call today to set up a free, no-obligation consultation. 865-801-9250. As always, the phone call is free, the advice is free, so what do you have to lose? Call 865-801-9250 or go online to jrglawtn.com. That's jrglawtn.com. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. Legal expertise you can rely on.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
Rickard Ridge Barbecue. It's more than just dinner, it's a destination. Hey, this is Russell Smith, and whenever somebody asks me for a barbecue recommendation, I always tell them to take the quick drive up I-75 and visit Rickard Ridge Barbecue. Rickard Ridge is about a 20-minute drive up I-75 from downtown Knoxville. Just take exit 134 in Caryville, hang a right, and Rickard Ridge is tucked just inside Cove Lake State Park on your left. You can't miss it. Fall off the bone Memphis-style baby back ribs, slow-smoked chicken thighs, fresh, juicy, hand-cut steaks. Rickard Ridge has it all. And this ain't no Yankee chain store fly-by-night operation either. Owner Mark Rickard has spent years honing his smoking skills in Memphis, and his secret recipe and techniques have been driving East Tennessee wild for years. So make time to check him out. Rickard Ridge Barbecue inside Cove Lake State Park and online at rickardridgebbq.com.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess, but isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah, they specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything. Sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
Back here on The Drive, it's Fan Run Radio, live this afternoon at the Casual Pint, Lenore City. I'm looking at their menu up there of over 30 beers on tap, and, you know, they've got all the far out, like, IPAs and stouts and sours and all that stuff.
Yes.
They've also got Coors Light and Mick Ultra.
You got to know your crowd.
Well, I mean, and I'm fine. Like, I enjoy both of those beers. They're fine.
Yeah.
But I feel like you come to a place like this.
The deal, though, is you'll have certain customers that are very brand loyal to those two. So you put them on.
I guess so, but if you're somebody who only drinks a beer like that, I mean, I guess it's good that they have something for everybody.
I am only a guy who drinks a beer like that.
Yeah, I know.
That's why. Otherwise, I don't know what I would drink here. Honestly, I like a couple of things. It's a great variety of things, but I'm more inclined to. I get it. Some people are hard and fast. They just want basic beer.
I get that. I mean, I feel
You're
like
a beer aficionado, though. I could see why.
Yeah,
where you're
I am.
I feel like you're
No,
pretty.
I am not a beer aficionado. No, I know those guys. Like you talk to Derek and his dad here. Like those guys know their beers. I'm just adventurous. I'll try something. I'll try, like
you're adventurous.
I might not like it, but I'll try it. And
sometimes you like. I've seen you guys like some of them too much.
I mean, it's you gotta be willing to be adventurous. Bears, Bob's not going to try the chocolate Jesus with me.
I'll do a sample. I just wouldn't buy one yet without sampling.
You take the chocolate Jesus and you mix it with the white chocolate Buddha, and what did he call it?
Theology.
That's what they call the beer.
No,
it's like a black and tan.
Yeah.
Is that Josh? No, it's not.
Should try one. No, he's out recruiting.
Yeah, I know.
He's just obsessed with Josh Heupel and his.
I'm starting to. It's concerning, Bob.
No,
it's a little weird.
You all just calm down. I just thought you kind of looked like Josh.
Calmer than you.
That's all.
Calmer than you.
That's all. Hey, did you see Dabo Swinney is not happy right now?
Oh, that breaks my heart.
When is he ever happy?
He apparently he went on a rant talking about Ole Miss, Pete Golding, and the Ole Miss GM for blatant tampering with his player Luke Ferrelli.
Nice.
Said Golding has offered him a $1 million contract while Ferrelli's in class at Clemson. As Dabo says, it's like having an affair on your honeymoon.
That's all time coming from that guy.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what it tells me?
Jennifer Aniston and Ben Stiller, or they're on their honeymoon, and he walks in on his wife in the catamaran with Hank Azaria.
Yes.
Ruben, you do not do scuba?
I mean, all that tells me is Pete Golding's serious about being successful as a college football head coach. He does what needs to be done.
And then when we were in the break, and I don't know how, I'm trying to search for it, but I saw it in The Athletic, that a North Carolina judge has ruled a temporary restraining order, which is a hot topic these days. Now, this is college to college, but it's about Darian Mensah, and he's ruled saying to Mensah, you can transfer. No.
You can enter the portal.
You can enter the portal, but you can't transfer.
You can't transfer anywhere.
What's the point?
Yeah, exactly. I was just like, whoa. I mean,
we're living in the upside down, man.
It's just something new every day. Some new wrinkle.
All right, let's get into the Vols overseas real quick. See if I can find this email. Vols and the pros. All right, so according to Tobias, DK, Lanier, Jemai, Phillips, Grant, these guys are all in the NBA, right?
Yeah, so we aren't even going to consider these guys.
Kyle Alexander is with Turk Telekom Ankara in Turkey.
He played for the Heat, so I mean, he had a cup of coffee in the NBA.
I'm sure he'd like to come back from Ankara. You know, my mother was born in Ankara, Turkey. Air Force brat.
Oh, that's right.
Kennedy Chandler's with the Delaware Bluecoats, by the way.
Yeah, but it's like you guys. I mean, he's eliminated.
Jordan Gainey is with KK Sedevita Jr. Zagreb in Croatia.
Now, see, if you're talking about like Ziegler and Gainey, those are two that I would,
They would argue Gainey doesn't have eligibility.
How about Tyreek Key?
No thanks.
Whoa. Kevin Punter's still doing it for Barcelona. We probably couldn't afford him at this point.
I honest to God, I think he's the highest paid player in that league.
Jordan McRae is playing for Hapoel Holon in Israel. 12th year pro.
Come on home. It's safer here.
Adu's with the Greensboro Swarm in the G League. Victor Bailey's with the Beijing Ducks in China. Jordan Bones with Hapoel Nofar Energy Galil Elion in Israel.
I tell you what, take Jordan Bone back in a heartbeat.
Jordan Bowden plays for the Rostock Seawolves in Germany.
He was always one of my favorites.
Wayne Chisholm, still doing it.
Wheezy.
Wheezy's with Al Murak in Bahrain. Bahrain.
Can you imagine Wheezy like over there in that area of the world, just with this?
Darlinstone Dubar is with Pir Maitiko in Greece.
It's probably not a bad gig. Get to live in Greece.
John Fields, who set the single-season block record his 1 year here, 2010, plays for the Nha Trang Dolphins in Vietnam. Josiah Jordan James is playing for Hapoel Bank Yarav, Jerusalem in Israel. We got a bunch of guys over in Israel. Keon Johnson's in the G League. Igor Milicic is with the Blue Coats in the G League.
So he's teammates with
one of those guys.
Yeah, I can't remember which one it was.
Olivier Camois plays for Italian Varis in Italy. Yves Pons is playing in Spain. Schofield's playing in Australia. Springer is in the G League. Lamonte is playing at BC Luleå in Sweden.
I like to have him. Yeah.
Santi's with Penarol in Uruguay. Uroš is with Cerveda in Serbia. I just made that up. And Ziegler is playing in France. Stay with us. Hour number 3 of the drive coming up. It's Fan Run Radio. Back with more after this.
The Drive. The voluntary reaction.
Can't get enough Tennessee basketball? Join Fan Run Radio as soon as every UT game is over for Big Orange Country's post-game radio free-for-all. The voluntary reaction. We'll be taking your calls on the Vols as soon as every game is over. So tune in and buckle up as we drink from the keg of glory all the way to the Final Four.
The voluntary reaction. Raw, unfiltered, real.
Hey Knoxville, Surfside iced tea and vodka made with real brewed tea is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair wants to make sure your vehicle is as ready as you are. The last thing you want to do is spend your time on the side of the road waiting on a tow truck. Schedule an appointment at Matlock Tire to have your vehicle checked out before you go. Tires and batteries, belts and hoses, fluids and filters, even the AC. Visit Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair in Lenoir City, Athens, Maryville, and Kingston Pike in West Knoxville. Schedule your appointment online at MatlockTireService.com. Matlock Tire, keeping you on the road since 1953.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
Dick's House of Sport at Westtown Mall is a destination devoted to sport, and it's your destination for exclusive events and experiences. Come visit a store like no other. Check out our 40-foot rock wall, golf performance center, Hit Track's batting cage, and outdoor turf field. You can now rent our space for private events and birthday parties. Learn more about our events and exclusive product launches on Facebook and Instagram at Dick's House of Sport KNX. Dick's House of Sport, proud partner of Tennessee Athletics.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Men all around Knoxville are celebrating the difference Men's Pro has made in their life. I'm Evan Bass, founder of the clinic. If you're struggling with ED, we want you to be able to celebrate as well. As men, we hate going to the doctor, but Men's Pro was designed to take care of men like you better. These things can get worse if untreated, but you're not alone. The medical support team at Men's Pro has your back. Today's the day to feel alive again. ED, performance issues, enhancement, we've effectively helped men jumpstart their performance comprehensively and with proven medication dialed in just for you. With same-day booking, you can meet our passionate team, and under guidance from our medical provider, you could leave with a plan that changes your life. The number one thing we hear guys say is, I forgot how I used to feel. Guys, it's time to feel amazing and crush this new year. Call my team right now and let us treat you to an unforgettable experience. Dial 865-544-8220 or go to menspronknoxville.com.
It's time for The Drive's Top 5 at 5.
All right, here we go. Quitting time on your Friday, 5 o'clock here on Fan Run Radio. They're not booing us. They're people who didn't win the raffle are unhappy here at the Casual Pint, Lenoir City. I don't know. Maybe they are booing us, which would be understandable sometimes. All right. Josh Elander, Tennessee baseball coach, coming up in 45 minutes here on The Drive. Set things back to Walker. Top 5 at 5. Walker, hit it.
At number 1, Rick Barnes in Tennessee have a tough game this weekend on the road at number 17, Alabama, with Nate Oates prepared to play former G League player Charles Bediako. Tip-off is at 8:30 p.m. on ESPN, and the Vols are 3.5-point underdogs.
So you're in agreement with it. I don't – the Bediako thing, I don't even know if it's a distraction. It shouldn't really impact our team. I don't know how much it impacts their team. Fans are talking. This is a fan and media topic. There'll be a lot of people tuning in, though, tomorrow night just to see him, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I mean, I'll be interested. I'm wondering, is this much ado about nothing? Like, if he plays, does he only play, 6 minutes? Or, is he going to play, meaningful minutes? I don't know.
I'm going to guess that he plays a dozen or so minutes.
Yeah.
Just a wild guess.
Yeah.
Just all the second unit minutes, you think? Whenever they bring in their second unit.
Maybe they started.
He may play 38.
Remember when Vescovy got eligible and Rick started him? He played 30 minutes against LSU that game at home.
That's true.
I mean, he practiced with his G League team yesterday.
Yeah.
Jarnell Stokes was another one, right? He played a bunch of minutes.
Yes, against, was that Kentucky or Memphis?
Kentucky.
Yeah, it was. He came in. He did not start, but he got in early and often in that one.
At number 2, the Lady Vols pulled off a huge win against number 11 Kentucky last night at home. This extends Coach Kim's squad's winning streak to 7 and is 6-0 to start conference play. Up next, they have number 18 Ole Miss on Monday.
I didn't realize. I just saw some highlights last night. Ole Miss won their game, and they're 18-3, 18-4, something like that. I mean, so that's should be a pretty stiff test for the Lady Vols.
Yeah, we're going to find out if we're for real here in the next, week or two.
Yeah.
What kind of?
You don't think we're for real already?
Well, I mean, we're getting ready to play. It's LSU, South Carolina, Ole Miss, I guess, obviously.
Jimmy Hundo's big game hunting.
Jess girl's playing good, man.
I think that 3 consecutive opponents held under 60 points now.
Golly, that's Barnes-like.
Yeah, this is so next up at Ole Miss, like Walker had said. Then Mississippi State comes here next week, February 1st, at Connecticut.
Gino.
That will tell the tale.
At number 3, it's Conference Championship Sunday this weekend in the NFL. In the AFC Championship, Drake May and the Patriots take on Jarrett Stidham and the Broncos at 3 p.m. Later in the NFC Champ game, Matt Stafford and the Rams go to Seattle to play the Seahawks and Sam Darnold at 6:30.
We reconvene on Monday. What's the Super Bowl matchup? Get everybody on wax here.
I think it's going to be Patriots, Seahawks.
You go chalk.
I'm going the opposite.
Really? Broncos, Rams?
Broncos, Rams.
I'll split it and say Rams, Patriots.
Rams, Patriots.
I think it's going to be Rams, Patriots as well. This is one of those years where I feel like the Rams and the Seahawks, the NFC Championship is going to be better than the Super Bowl.
Not going to be a good look for Mike Vrabel. Please talk to her. Mike Vrabel, it's not going to be a good look for Mike Vrabel if they go there and lose to the Broncos without Bo Nix.
Yeah, I just think now Denver's defense, I've been hearing a lot saying Denver's defense has actually regressed a little the last few weeks. They haven't played that great. I still think it's in Denver. I think Stidham might be able to do enough. I don't know. I'm still not sold. Patriots are good, obviously. They couldn't be bad getting this far, but I can't picture them in the Super Bowl. That's all.
Walkman?
I don't know. I just don't know if the Broncos have a chance in that game. I mean, it's Jarrett Stidham, guys.
People said that about Nick Foles, and he won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but it's Jarrett Stidham.
When did Foles take over, though? That was in the regular season. It was towards the end.
Middle of the regular season. Yeah. Wow.
Jeff Hofstetler was another one, right?
Yeah, Haas.
Oh, yeah.
He West Virginia.
Yeah, Tom Brady.
And he ended up, what was that? Was it McLean? Was that the West Virginia coach? Or Don Neyland?
Yeah.
Yeah, Don Neyland.
That's his father-in-law, apparently.
Okay.
I don't know why I remember random facts about Jeff Hostetler, but here we are.
Although, Bob, one fact that is on your side is in the entire Tom Brady-Belichick era, they never won a playoff game at Denver.
That was a stat I saw, and apparently Seahawks are not – some of their tougher games have been against the Rams. I mean, that's an unreal matchup. That's what I was saying before we got interrupted there. I think that's going to be probably better than the Super Bowl. But it seems like every year one of these championship games is, if not both, are kind of better.
Hope you forget
games.
was, man, NFL, these games have by and large been so close and had a lot of classics so far.
Yep. At number 4, let's take a look at the college basketball slate this weekend. In the SEC, the best games include Ole Miss playing Kentucky, number 21 Georgia at Texas, and Auburn at number 16 Florida. The best games around the country are number 22 North Carolina at number 14 Virginia, number 6 Houston playing number 12 Texas Tech, and number 11 Illinois taking on number 4 Purdue.
What captures your fancy this weekend, Bob?
I think Houston, Texas Tech, because this is the second time they've played each other, too. Houston beat them the first time in Houston. I just think I'm very, very bullish on Houston now. I think the freshmen have come around, and I mean, we saw that start to happen when Tennessee played them. I think Houston's Final Four worthy again, and that's the game I think I'm most interested in. Illinois Purdue should be fun too.
Houston's a team. If Tennessee's not going to win it, I could easily root for Houston to win one. I'd love to see Sampson get one.
Sampson.
And at number 5, a California man who lost more than $6,000 in cash had the money returned to him thanks to the kindness and honesty of a neighbor. The Nevada County Sheriff's Office said in a social media post that a member of the public contacted the office on Wednesday to report that he had, quote, found several personal possessions in the front yard of his Nevada City home, not belonging to anyone at his residence, along with loose cash scattered on his property in the amount of $6,270. Deputies were able to identify the owner of the loose cash thanks to the other items involved, and the owner's family told the sheriff's office the return of the money and other possessions was, quote, a dream come true and prayers answered.
See, that's a nice way to end the week. It's not. I was waiting for Walker to say like the money was returned by like a rabid monkey, or who then proceeded to kill someone. Or
Walker Smith with the feel-good kicker on the top 5
I
and
love
5.
it. I love it.
Bear is disgusted, I'm sure.
He was just bored, I think. Nobody was killed or maimed, or no drugs involved.
Nah. Yeah.
Thank you, Walker.
Kindness.
Yes.
Pedestrian.
That is the top 5 at 5. I had a chance to watch that movie, The Rip, last night.
Yeah, I saw you tweet about it.
It was okay. I didn't think it was great. I didn't think it was fantastic.
What a total waste of an evening of your time.
It felt like it was a classic whodunit, and they really hit you with the twists at the end. But to me, I don't know, something about Ben Affleck's face. I want to punch it.
I feel you. I feel that way about people. And Walker sometimes.
Wow. And I don't know why. He makes pretty good movies. Like The Town was one of my all-time favorites. Good Will Hunting is fantastic. Did
you ever see Argo?
Yeah, it's a great movie.
It was great.
You ever see that, Bear?
No.
Oh man, you'd love it the most.
No.
Because it's the Ayatollah. It's about Iran in the 80s, like when that whole thing went down, whatever happened there, and they're trying to get they show like the people storming the American school.
Oh yeah, I was in grade school when that all went down.
And they so Affleck, was he like a Hollywood executive or something? And they stage this fake movie. They go and find like an actual script that people passed on called Argo.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a sci-fi movie.
Right.
And they go to Iran to rescue this group of like 11 academics or something that are just holed up in some guy's house. They're hiding him, Anne Frank style. And like their plan is, we're going to go in and act like we're making this movie, and we're going to set it in Tehran because it's got this, desert landscape, and we want to film there. But they're really going there just to extract these people and get them back to America.
Yeah, worked out better than the rescue attempt went.
Well, I mean, rarely. That's the fun part of the movie.
Have you all ever seen Quentin Tarantino's raw reaction at the Oscars when they announced that Ben Affleck for that movie?
No. For Argo?
Yeah.
What did he win?
I don't know.
Best actor?
Maybe.
No, probably best director.
Really? He won? Ben Affleck won? But see, that makes me hate him more.
Tarantino
No, I think he might have won best director.
his drink.
Yeah.
Just spewed it everywhere. This is huge. It's like, could not believe that.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, the movie's all right. Lots of gunfights.
I want to see, and it's on one of the streaming. Everything's hit streaming in the past 2 weeks. The one with Jonah Hill, where they're like it's like one of those stories based on real people.
Are you talking about War Dogs?
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, I've seen a clip of it numerous times where the gang members try and rip him off.
Yeah, no. So War Dogs is about arms dealers, and like they're just these regular guys that are like, hey, we can sell weapons to the American government.
But one of them's crazy, right?
Insane. And I guess it was based on a true story, but apparently they loaded up a truck with a bunch of guns and drove into Iraq during the Iraqi war, like crossed in from Jordan or something.
The most
in like 2003.
Most dangerous place on the planet outside of
movie.
I mean, what would you do? That was kind of the point of The Rip, is like, how much danger are you willing to tolerate to obtain an obscene amount of money? Millions of dollars.
There's certain places you don't. Afghanistan, Iraq, parts of Syria and Lebanon I would not go to.
Tuscaloosa on a fall Saturday night.
Yeah. Yeah. Neyland Stadium if Lane Kiffin's rolling in there.
Not a place for kids. 865-966-3435. Josh Elander, Tennessee baseball coach, scheduled to join us here in half an hour, 5:45. So we're looking forward to that coming up. If you want to jump in, now's a great time to take a shot. 865-966-3435 is your number. You can call or text to the show. 865-966-3435 if you want to chime in this afternoon. We are live today at the grand opening of the Casual Pint, Lenoir City. This place is packed.
I was going to say, this is, we were calm before the storm, man. It is busy now.
It's going to be a situation.
It was pretty busy when we started the show. It is.
We've got people waiting on a table.
Yeah. They've asked us if we could just clean up our gear and get out of here.
I mean, the music guys said that we got live music at 6, and he's setting up. I hope he's not planning on starting right at 6 because we're going to have Elander, and I can't have dude playing Living on a Prayer behind me while I'm asking Elander about Tegan Coons.
Yeah, you know.
Have y'all been outside since you've been here?
No.
Getting colder?
That wind is, it's just like a knife, man. It cut right through you.
I just got this picture from my wife who sent this.
That's that snowblower thing you're talking about.
Yeah, looks kind of legit.
Let it snow. We can't say that other word.
Yeah, let it snow, bees. We're ready. Of course, all for about probably an inch and a half of snow.
That looks like that little carpet cleaner they used to use at Shoney's when you remember that lady came by. Can I get on your feet, hon?
It looks a little more significant than that. This thing will.
How much did you pay for that, Bob?
I don't have any idea.
I mean, you got ripped off, buddy. What is that? That looks like the thing that the guy who sweeps up the popcorn at the movie theater
my
sweeps it
guy's
into there.
getting ripped off.
No, look
You
at
got a lot of nerve,
Look at the
Russ.
blades. What's the brand? I can't really see the brand. Paxurio?
Oh, you got ripped.
It's probably some kind of space age Japanese thing.
It's a brushless snowblower / shovel.
You know he's getting work. You're gonna get his money back.
Yeah, she expects you to do it too. She ain't gonna be out there. Hey Bob, can you get out there with the new snowblower I bought?
I kind of want to do it. I'm ready for it. That'll be fun, man.
You come over to Stately Smith Manor when you're done.
I'll get back to you.
All right, stay with us. Riley and Blake are on hold. A couple of new names out there, so we'll talk to them when we continue. You're listening to The Drive on Fan Run Radio. Your phone calls coming up.
The Drive. Streaming worldwide at fanrunradio.com and on the free Fan Run app. This is Big Orange Country's sports talk radio superstation. Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. Come on, grab a pack. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Yeehaw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues. Every bet type you can imagine. Live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-8899-789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Are you a federal employee facing workplace challenges like suspension or removal? Are you concerned about your security clearance with any federal agency? You know the Griffin Law Firm is your trusted ally in military legal matters. But did you know they also specialize in civilian federal employment law? If you're a federal employee facing workplace challenges like suspension or removal, if you're concerned about your security clearance with any federal agency, the DOE, FBI, FCC, or DOD, you might not know it, but you do have legal recourse. The Griffin Law Firm specializes in federal employment law, military law, and security defense law. VFL Marshall Griffin and his experienced team are ready to make your problem their problem, no matter which federal agency you work for. Don't face federal employment issues alone. Remember, remain silent, request counsel, call Griffin Law, 888-707-4282, online at griffinlawdefense.com.
Fall fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
Fan Run Radio, the drive continues live this afternoon at the Casual Pint, Lenoir Cité. Come on out and see us here this afternoon as you get off work. Your last chance to blow off a little steam before the ice storm, ice apocalypse, whatever, is getting set to hit tomorrow.
So there's no chance it's going to be snow?
I mean, I guess there's water coming from the sky and it's cold outside. I guess there could be.
I mean, the scenario you don't want to have is have a base layer of like an inch of ice.
Are we going to know?
Like 7 inches of snow.
But all this stuff's going to start happening in Memphis and Nashville first, right? And
yeah.
we'll see it coming.
Yeah, we'll see it coming. It's a humongous storm.
It's still, per weather.com, talking about Knoxville specifically, still standing at 100% chance of snow, 1 to 3 inches of snow expected. So,
I just don't want the power to go out, Russ.
Meanwhile, on Sunday, 1 to 2 inches of rain expected.
I will tell you, when you are a child and you're a sledding enthusiast, you get that layer of ice underneath the snow, and then the snow hardens on top of it. Oh,
it's like a professional groomed run at a resort.
That's where you're getting Chevy Chase Christmas vacation type speed.
This dude grew up, the Ogles, they own Atomic Speedway and all that. That son, Billy, he's several years older than me. Supposedly, he opened all the fire hydrants in the neighborhood the night before a really bad snowstorm. So our neighborhood was ice-locked with packed snow.
I'm sure the adults really appreciated that. Be careful, though. I had my only broken bone that I can recall in a tragic sledding accident in second grade. It was bad.
Did you hit the stop sign?
Snapped my wrist in two.
Did you cry?
I was in second grade.
Oh, I missed that part.
I might cry if that happened today.
What I'm going to be intrigued to see is I passed Lakeshore today, Lakeshore Park, and that's obviously, if you got any accumulation of snow, that's a big sledding hill.
Yeah.
But they've got a bunch of construction work going on, and so they've got the big red fencing, the orange temporary fencing at the top.
But that's just a net, right, to catch you?
No, it's at the top.
Oh.
So they may not be allowing you access to get in there.
Scissors work good. That's all I know. I've slid down that hill too many times to count. I worked at Lakeshore back in the late 80s.
I thought you were going to say you were a patient. Let's get Riley in here next. Riley, you're on the drive, Fan Run Radio.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Hey, man, how you doing?
Good. How about you guys?
Doing well, thank you.
Good. So I don't know if you guys. So is this Bediako guy? Is he like on an active two-way contract? Like, is he actively on the roster for these?
I don't know. I think what happens to his professional contract? You said he practiced with the G League team yesterday. How does that work?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is he on a two-way now? Like the two-way, is between the G League and the NBA. Is there a two-way between the G League and college now? It's a three-way. He's on a three-way deal.
He was, he was balling with Chaz Lanier the other night. Their
Wow.
teammates on the G League team.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope he gets. If I was the coach for that team, I would just cut him. I mean, if he wants to go back to college, just get rid of the guy.
That could happen. He's not necessarily it up at that level either. You know, he's averaging like 5 or 6 a game.
Well, there's a reason he wants to come back.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would say that I hope Parr grows some stones and kills that guy down low, but I know that statement can get some mixed signals down in Tuscaloosa, so I guess I better watch what I say. But, yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. I hope he gets released and enjoys his weekend stay back in Tuscaloosa and figures it out from there. So we'll see. Go Vols.
Thank you, Riley. Appreciate the phone call. I didn't even thought about that. Like, what is the contract that he does have? And is he immediately getting NIL and rev share? They have a check for him, waiting for him when he rolls in there?
I would imagine.
It's
probably that judge that granted the TRO, the big donor.
Yeah.
I mean, Alabama's already allocated all their rev share, right?
One would think.
But maybe they find somebody.
NIL, just
jack a little.
Here's $1 million. Come hoop for the Tide. Good work if you can get it, I guess.
It's insane.
Bear, if this dude picks up his guitar and starts playing while we have
full
Elander
like
on,
Animal
yeah,
House.
that's okay. You will?
Yeah. I don't know what kind of guitar is it. What's he got? What's his that? I mean, if it's a Martin, I'm not
I don't know. I can't be talking to Josh Elander and all of a sudden this dude's over here belting out
Michael Rowe.
What?
Nothing.
What are you singing?
Michael Rowe, your boat ashore.
What's that?
I don't know. Wasn't that the song in Animal House? No, it was.
Yeah.
I gave my love a cherry.
Yeah.
But I no stone.
Sorry. Blake is next on the drive. Hello, Blake.
Oh, hey, I think you got Frank.
Frank. That'll do. Go ahead, Frank.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's good to be on. Greetings from the beautiful Redneck Riviera. We've got warm before the storm. We used to call it that in Utah. It's like 71. I think we're going to get hit with the worst of this storm coming in Monday, where it will plummet to the 40s. But I mentioned that because I heard you talking about Lady Vols at Ole Miss, Oxford, Monday night, Big Monday. I think they mentioned something about that might be the time where it rolls through the Mid-South. So I thought that was pretty interesting.
Well, we got to be ready for anything.
Yeah.
Head on a swivel.
It's already.
For sure. Hunker down. Yes, hunker down and stay safe. For sure. Now, one reason that I moved down to the beautiful Redneck Riviera, and I have 2 work gigs, is to find enough time to go to the baseball's Lindsey Nelson Stadium starting this spring, hopefully in February, and it won't be minus 20 degrees in Knoxville. But so I'm looking forward to hearing Josh Elander. I love my baseballs, and that's probably the thing I'm looking most forward to. And then the football balls. I don't think I've heard a lot of people talk about, we got a legacy hire, it turns out, with our defensive coordinator. Didn't his daughter go to Tennessee?
Yeah, absolutely. I heard Tony talking about that on his
Jim
show.
Knowles, his daughter went here,
Just VFL.
which nobody knew until that interview yesterday. And apparently, Knowles and his daughter had some sort of daddy-daughter agreement that if he ever had the opportunity to coach here, that he would take it. She went here like 10 years ago.
She's true blue. She's a Vol.
Oh, my God. Think about how huge that is. And here's my hot take on that. And I'm not saying that particular thing has anything to do with it. But I think another thing people aren't talking about is the Vols may be low-key the most up-and-coming SEC team into next fall. I mean, I'm not going to try to overdo it. Great legend of broadcast, Max Howell, once told me, Frank, don't look at your Vols through rose-colored glasses. So ever since then, I've tried not to do that. But I just have good feelings about football Vols.
Man, I hope you're right. I mean, I do think there's a way forward, particularly if we can get some level of stability at the quarterback spot. I mean, I don't think it's unrealistic to say maybe the floor on this team could be 8-4 again. I mean, that's not awesome, obviously, but I think given all the change we talked about that they were going through going into this next season, I'd feel a lot better about that than if we're, struggling to be a 500 team. That'll be brutal because this schedule is going to be tough. We know that.
I agree, but I just feel like we got some new blood and the defense and coach height. I trust. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm not gonna get my hopes up too much, but I feel good about the football Vols. I even feel good about the basketball because yes, they've struggled. I've read it all about our good coach Deacon Barnes, who we love. It's early. I feel like we may be an advantage because a lot of teams do turn around. And you look at teams like Kentucky, Tennessee. I mean, you can get in a slump. My heart was ripped out of me after that loss to Kentucky. We owed them a whooping at some point, maybe at their place. Anyway.
I hope so.
And then also a big shout out quick. I know you guys are wrapping up, but shout out to the Lady Vols. I was shocked when they were 5-0 for the first time since the 23 season. And then now they're 6-0. And man, I feel like they're coming along great. They are a little more disciplined. I think Coach Kim was a great hire. Lady Vols, I'm buying.
Hey, thanks, Frank. Really appreciate the phone call. Frank's always been optimistic, glass half full kind of guy.
Like it.
Absolutely.
It's been a while since we've heard some optimism about specifically the men's basketball team. It's been a long week. In that regard.
Yeah, it's been tough.
I just sent it to you guys, but Dan Gavitt, NCAA Senior Vice President of Basketball, has put out a statement about collegiate eligibility in regards to NBA and all that.
It's a long statement. Do you have the gist of it?
Yeah, basically
we don't like this, but there's nothing we can do about it.
Well, I mean, the kicker is this direct quote: "If the rules surrounding the NCAA pre- and post-draft rules cannot be enforced, it would create an unstable environment for the student athletes, schools, building a roster for the following season and the NBA." NCAA membership has a set of rules in place regarding all this. They've clearly been in place and supported by all parties until these recent court challenges from, I guess, Baylor and Bama. And then he just, the bulk of it's where he spells out, you have a humongous chunk of time and things that you do as a player to decide whether or not you should go to the NBA draft. The draft advisory committee, all this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here reading it. I think what they're basically doing is also reiterating what the process is, and it sounds like someone like a Bediako didn't do any of that. Probably didn't think of it because think about this, when he decided to forego his remaining eligibility and enter the draft, that was 3 years ago, and that was right when NIL was just in its infancy, right?
Yeah.
And so, sorry about that, but you made the choice. It's kind of like what Barnes said. You made the choice.
Made your bed and you got to line it.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's like, so now, and so for sure when he went out and declared for the NBA draft, he might not have done all these things that they're saying are in the kind of the guidelines to follow. So it still takes us around to how in the hell did this happen?
Yeah. And the longer I think about it, the more I would really love to know who made the first call.
Yeah.
And the longer I think about it, the more I think it was probably Nate Oates in Alabama.
I don't know, man. You're questioning Nate's integrity. So I don't know.
I mean, he's had some doozies in his time there.
Yes, he has.
I mean, nothing will probably ever top wrong place, wrong time. When members of your basketball team were involved in a murder.
Whatever happened there.
I'm pretty sure we know what happened.
That guy, has that been adjudicated?
Mm-mm.
No.
Waiting to go to trial?
Yeah, but I mean,
could Brandon Miller be called as a witness?
Down there?
If he brought the weapon, then, I mean, he would
how was he not
have to be, right?
Yeah, how was he not an what do they call it? Before the fact? An accessory?
I don't remember
why he didn't get charged.
No, I don't remember all the details of the case. Like, did he know he was bringing? Like, did he go grab the gun and bring it specifically for that, or was he just like bringing the guy's car and he didn't know the gun was in there?
I don't know. That sounds like something that ought to be talked about in a court of law, though. Somebody did,
might come up.
Can you explain that, or at least you're going to have to explain, because one carries a jail sentence and the other is just complete stupidity.
I'll never forget, this is my Nate Oates memory, and this isn't anything that's really like illegal or anything, but it speaks to who he is.
His character.
They played Houston in the non-conference a couple of years back I think in Tuscaloosa, or maybe it was Birmingham, I don't know, but Houston lost in a very close game, and the refs, Kelvin Sampson he was apoplectic. Something happened where he felt the refs made a bad call or didn't make a call, and the game has ended. And Sampson, as sometimes happens, immediately goes to the ref before he goes to the handshake line. And so they keep showing Nate Oates at the handshake line and doing the whole, like, just being a smart ass, basically putting his hand out to nobody, like saying, and then putting his hands up like, where's my guy that I shake my hand with?
He's chewing that ref's rear end for that horrible call.
So, I mean, there's just his whole vibe annoys me, man.
He's public enemy number one as far as I'm concerned, Russell.
Well, now he is for sure this weekend.
Is he at the top number one on the Drive's hit list right now?
Of what?
I don't know.
Most hated coaches?
Yeah, just people we don't like. Punchable faces. I don't know. I feel like Kiffin will never.
Affleck's up there, man, I tell you.
He really got on your nerves last night, huh?
No, I mean, he was fine. And like
because Damon's like the exact opposite of that for me. I can pretty much watch Matt Damon in almost any movie, and it's usually pretty good.
That tracks.
The hell is that supposed to mean?
No.
You got something against Matt Damon there,
A little bit. Have you seen the Louis C.K. bit about Good Will Hunting?
If I did, it was
really fun. He's like, Matt Damon wrote a movie that he gets to star in, right? Okay. And the whole premise of the movie is Matt Damon is so smart and so incredible, he doesn't even have to try to know all this complex math stuff at Harvard. And that's the whole movie, is about how smart and wonderful Matt Damon is, and he gets the girl, and everybody likes him. Yeah. There's a whole movie.
He was a savant. Well,
I'm watching.
He's not a weirdo like you, Louis.
I'm watching on Apple TV Plus Hijack, which is starting its second season. Idris Elba.
He's a good actor. It reminds me, I wanted to ask, have either of you guys watched The Night Manager?
I started it and then I got sidetracked. I haven't gotten into it too much.
Okay. I'm looking for something new. I finished my show last night.
The Night Manager was at Tom. Is it Hiddleston? Tom Hiddleston.
It's a dude from that TV show House plays the bad guy, I think.
Yeah.
Guy Laurie.
Hugh Laurie.
Hugh Laurie. You just staring at yourself, dude?
No, I'm reading some of the comments on the YouTube chat there.
Yeah.
We usually have
A lot of
positive towards
negativity in
me.
there.
Is there anything mean?
Not a ton of interaction today, to be honest. But
This Doomhead guy's
yeah,
he's got thoughts.
Yeah.
Wants to know if I'm going to be at the ice out march later. Are we doing one of those again?
Really?
Do it tomorrow night. Look at it's going to be a little. We're going to get ice one way or another. We're all getting ice tomorrow.
Have y'all seen him yet?
The immigration folks?
Yeah.
No.
They're pretty active over in my neck of the woods.
Oh, really?
Hewitt Pruitt just said, since beer is on Bear's list, what are his thoughts on the Casual Pint, a beer place?
He's enjoying a Pepsi.
They've got cold soft drinks and really good food.
Food does
And
look, I'm watching some of the food getting brought around.
The
It's
Casual
killing
Pint is always, I was talking to, I can't remember his name, one of the owners, and it's always been one of my favorite places to go on remote because it's bathrooms are elite, the food is good, the people are incredible, it's always crowded. They're just great places for remotes and for hanging out and having a good time.
It's the first drive remote I ever sold.
Really?
Was Casual Pint?
The OG spot up there in Bearden.
Oh,
2011, 2012.
Kind of across from the OG power that
Next to
pilot.
Five Guys.
Yeah,
up there.
yeah.
Walked in there, sold them a NCAA tournament. Went up there and did the show, watched the NCAA tournament.
Those are fun ones.
2011, 2012, whenever that was.
But yeah, love the Casual Pint. And they legit, I mean, that used to be we kind of joke about it, but the bathrooms are always elite.
Yes.
It's a big deal to the drive.
Oh, yeah. Buc-ee's and the Casual Pint.
Neck and neck.
Right up there at the top of the clean bathroom hierarchy.
Yeah. Well, some people that have bistros and bars like this get it, and some people don't. And Casual Pint gets it.
All right, so we got Josh Elander coming up, Tennessee baseball coach, making his second appearance on the show since getting the job. They are actually scrimmaging. I think they're wrapping up a scrimmage, so we're hoping that he'll do what Tony did, which is step away from the scrimmage and just give us a play-by-play. Yeah, give us some inside info here this afternoon. So we're going to try and track him down. We might go a little bit long.
Let's get wild, man. It's Trey.
Sorry, who are the guys on after us? J and J or something like Jason?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh no, Cavino and Rich.
Cavino and Rich.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cavino and Rich. You might get bumped.
You know who I listen to now? I still don't know that it's 97.1. I think out of Detroit. The Saugatuck guy. Those two. They've got a killer show, man. They really do.
When are they on?
I don't know. I see their video. I watch the videos on YouTube.
So we might go a little bit long. I'm telling you, if dudes start playing that damn guitar, Bear,
I'll explain to him. It's coach. It's not just anybody. We wouldn't,
counting on you to handle business.
Let me try a little diplomacy first, okay? I'm going to go talk to him right now.
Sure.
See Bear throwing a body block into the band, just like.
Well, no. I know how to talk to
Excuse
bands.
me, sir. Don't mean to intrude here. I see that you're performing, but if you don't stop, I'm going to take that Martin and shove it directly where the sun doesn't shine. Capiche?
You guys would be surprised, boy. I can handle things with a diplomatic touch, so to speak.
What's the one question you want us to ask Josh Elander?
Why did they retire the creams? I'm really upset about that.
Well, they haven't.
Yeah, they did.
Well, they're
just changing them.
Yeah, they're changing the script on them.
They're going to wear the ones last year that I don't say nobody liked, but they're not. It doesn't have the Vols cursive across the chest. It just says Tennessee.
Well, I mean, in all seriousness, there's people are talking that he's basically said that they're going to work harder on holding guys on base. That would be my question.
Yeah. All right,
how's it going to look different this year?
Stay with us. The drive continues. We talk Tennessee baseball with Coach E. coming up next right here on Fan Run Radio.
Get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
Smoky Mountain Brewery is the place to be for game day. From the moment you walk in, it's wall-to-wall big screens, making Smoky Mountain Brewery the perfect place to watch the Vols or your favorite team in action. With locations in Turkey Creek, Maryville, Pigeon Forge, and Gatlinburg, you're never far away from a great time at Smoky Mountain Brewery. Try one of their world-famous microbrews like Black Bear Ale, Mountain Light, or Cherokee Ale. Juicy burgers, wings that bring the heat, and delicious handmade pizzas made with hand-tossed crust from the freshest ingredients and their own special sauce from a secret recipe, topped off with hand-grated cheese and farm-fresh toppings. And don't forget, those famous microbrews are also available in kegs for your next party or in 6-packs and growlers to go. So grab your crew and head to Smoky Mountain Brewery and tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. Smoky Mountain Brewery. Eat local, eat good.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
What's up, Fan Run Nation? This is Evan Rogers with ECR Total Landscapes. We're excited to continue our free stump grinding promotion with Fan Run Radio this year through March 31st. If you've got problem trees in your yard, give us a call and we'll come out and cut them down and grind the stumps for free when you mention you heard us right here on Fan Run Radio. Take it from Russ. We'll treat you right at ECR Total Landscapes.
That's right, Evan. I had the ECR team out to Stately Smith Manor last year, and they took down a bunch of trees for me and grinded the stumps for free. Now I don't have to worry about those trees falling on my house, and my yard looks much better. Do what I did. Call ECR Total Landscapes.
Thanks, Russ. Call us today and we'll come out and give you a free estimate. Our number is 865-384-2012. And our website is ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Have you ever found yourself wishing your clothes looked brand new again? Whether it's your favorite suit, that little black dress, or your comfy winter coat, Crown Cleaners can make it happen. From stubborn stains to delicate fabrics, the expert team at Crown Cleaners uses the latest cleaning technology to ensure your clothes come back looking and feeling fresh. Visit one of their 2 area locations, Kingston Pike on Bearden Hill or South North Shore Drive near Dunkin' Donuts. Online at crowncleaners.com. Crown Cleaners, a tradition of excellence.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Your smile says it all, so make sure it's saying the right thing. At Knoxville Smiles, we believe healthy teeth mean happy lives. Whether it's a routine cleaning, whitening for that big event, or fixing a nagging toothache, our gentle team is here for you. With flexible hours, family-friendly care, and the latest technology, Knoxville Smiles makes every visit stress-free. Don't wait another day to love your smile. Call Knoxville Smiles today at 865-539-1776 or book online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
All right, welcome back. The drive continues. Fan Run Radio live today. The Casual Pint grand opening in Lenoir City. It's Russell Smith, Bob Baskerville, and Bear, and we are pleased to be joined now by the head baseball coach at the University of Tennessee, Josh Elander, with us on the show this afternoon. Coach E, good afternoon. How are you, sir?
What's up, guys? Hope you guys are doing good.
Yeah, man, we're doing all right. First things first, is the Elander house properly stocked on bread, milk, and all the essentials with a potential winter storm arriving tomorrow?
Well, I did see we had some empty shelves here in Knoxville, but I got 3 girls under 6, so we got chicken nuggets, strawberries, and mac and cheese, so we'll be able to find our way through the weekend regardless.
There you go. The bare essentials are covered. Coach, the season opens 3 weeks from today. I know you guys had a scrimmage yesterday. I think you might be doing it again today as we speak. What have you learned about your team through the first 2 weeks of practice?
Yeah, well, this was actually perfect timing. We just got off the field, so we completed the second scrimmage today, and the pitchers kind of dominated a little bit the first day out of the gate. Tegan Coons and Landon Mack and Evan Blanco and Brady Frederick really, really threw the ball well yesterday. Showed some premium velocity and good stuff. But the hitters had some good swings today. Tyler Mine and Stone Lawless left the yard today. So, again, we're just thankful we were able to get out on that field and get some action in because our guys are we've done some practicing, but now it's time for some separation. Let those guys compete a little bit between the lines.
I mean, that's always the thing, right? We talk about in football all the time when, if the offense dominates the orange and white game, it's like, do we have a good offense or is the defense just struggling? So, I mean, you guys are kind of the same thing when the pitchers are out there shoving last night. It's like, well, that's good to see, but you're also hoping some guys will make solid contact, right?
Yeah, no, it's interesting because obviously now being in the new season as a head coach, but I went through it a little bit as a recruiting coordinator too because, traditionally I was spending more time with the hitters and have worked with those guys and rooting for them. But, even as a recruiting coordinator, I recruited a lot of the pitchers, right? So you're kind of rooting for both at the same time. But, really at this time of year, we just want to be able to stack good innings, get these guys out, get them built up. Ren's done a great job on the pitching side as far as we're going to be a little more conservative and make sure we're trying to mirror as we get closer to opening day, like you guys alluded to, getting those guys in that routine because as we all know, baseball players are a little superstitious and they love those routines. So I think the closer we can get to mirroring a game week before we get there, the better it'll suit them once we get rocking and rolling.
Hey, Coach, thank you for joining us, man. It's good talking to you. We're very excited about the season coming up. I was looking at the roster, and it's obvious it is littered with talent, man. There's so many good players. You've just been talking about a few of them. My question for you is, and you're part of this, you have been for years with this program, what I'll call kind of the Tennessee way. And, with not just the fact that you're the right man to be replacing V, but then also you've got all these players. I look back to previous teams, like last year you had Hunter Ensley, the year before in the championship year, Semo, Cal Stark, Xander, Kirby, and then all the way back to Drew Gilbert, Jordan Beck. My question to you is, those are all like culture guys. That's been the secret sauce with this program besides just talent, right? It's the guys that you guys have really made just the definition of vol baseball. And I look at this team with a lot of really talented players, but new players. And so who becomes that? Is it a Reese Chapman or is there someone else that's going to emerge like that?
Yeah, no, that's a phenomenal question. Those are some good ones, bringing back some good memories, thinking of all those guys. And I think we got to throw Trey Lipscomb in that mix too. Just a program culture guy and a winner. But, I think Reese is probably the easy one because, he's the guy who's played the most and knows the league. And, we know what we're going to get from him. But he's more kind of a quiet, go about his business the right way. And two I'm really excited for is just really Stone Lawless and Levi Clark. Both will catch for us this year. Both will play a ton. But I think just the way they've handle their business, the professionalism, how they go about it, but also some good personality too. I mean, it's good to see as we've gotten past all the changes, guys kind of settling in and being comfortable in their own skin. And, but I'm looking here at our deal in our cages. We got Ensley and some of these guys. They're all a little bit different. We just want them to be authentic, but they know what the deal is when you wear that power tee. There's a lot that goes with it and a lot of responsibility. And our guys here don't take that for granted, but we'll definitely lean on those two. And then, Brandon Arvidsson's another guy too, right on the pitching side that, again, I think can fill that role as well.
Josh Elander with us this afternoon here on Fan Run Radio. And Coach, so much competition. And, Bob mentioned Ensley last year, and you kind of penciled him in. You knew he was going to play center field, right? It feels like maybe Reese in right field. Is there anybody that you're looking at right now? I know there's a lot of positions that are just up for grabs. Is there anybody that, if you had to fill out a lineup card tonight, you feel pretty comfortable like, okay, I know this guy is going to start in this position?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. Put me on the spot. I like it right there. But, just to give everybody some perspective, when we left Arkansas last year, obviously we weren't happy with how the season ended, right? And I remember talking with V and Coach Kiv. It's like, hey, let's make it as hard as possible to get on the field next year, right? We just wanted to be as competitive and balanced as we can. And I feel like we did that, with the portal and then just recruiting and who we were able to get to school. So, there's more than plenty of guys capable of doing it. Now, again, the final test and the scary thing as a coach is, hey, how did these guys finally do it under the bright lights at Lindsey Nelson Stadium, with all the fans and all that. So that's our job to prepare them. But I know specifically on the offensive side, I mean, getting Henry Ford and some of these guys, that have had some experience at other spots. I mean, we're very confident about them. But the exciting thing on the offensive end is, we have a ton of versatility where guys can not only catch and play first or play the outfield and play the corners. So again, we'll have some versatility to move those guys around, but I think that internal competition, ultimately the goal is to, whatever the 9 and how it settles in, we want those guys to earn those jobs, but make sure that they're paying the toll each day.
And same thing with the pitching rotation. You mentioned Landon Mack and Tegan Coons, really good performances in a scrimmage yesterday. Can we pencil them in as weekend starters, Coach, or is that still pretty wide open with other guys something to say about it as well?
Yeah, I mean, we always tell them here, you got to earn it every day, right? But I think if you just go objectively and look at their stuff, I mean, both of them, if you were watching as a scout, it's pretty easy to rate those guys as, hey, this is first-round stuff on both sides, right? So as far as who goes where, I think we have more than 3 for sure that are capable of starting on the weekend. Now, I think those 2 have as of this point, have created plenty of separation. So I think that'd be easy to see, but we'll see how it plays out here over the next 3 weeks before we get going full speed.
Hey, Coach, quick question about Garrett Wright. We saw that he has a hand injury. He's going to be out for a little bit, but by all accounts, what we're gleaning from it is it doesn't sound like it's major, and it's better to have it happen now than in the throes of like conference play, et cetera. You too much concern there, or do you feel like you got enough depth to kind of hold the fort down?
No, I think we have as good a depth behind the plate as we've ever had here at Tennessee. So, again, never want to see anything like that happen to any of the guys. But in the scheme of things, that hamate bone, it's, again, a lot of times it's a bottom hand of hitters, right? So he's a right-handed hitter. His left hand, it's just sometimes when guys hold the knob a certain way or just the repetitiveness of the swings, that hook of the hamate can just crack, and it's really painful. So it kind of started affecting his catching a little bit. We got it looked into, but Jeff Wood, our trainer, we got him in and out real quick. And again, hopefully that's like a 3 to 6 week timeline, right? A lot of it is you got to let that wound heal. And again, he's a tough kid. I know he's having a hard time staying still these first few days out of it. But, he's another guy. I mean, he can catch. He's played third. He's played center. Obviously put up wild numbers last year in the MAC, hitting, I think, north of 400 when it was all said and done. So, again, that'll be another guy we'll welcome back with open arms as soon as we get him healthy again.
Josh Elander with us this afternoon on the show. Coach, who throws it the hardest? Who hits it the farthest on the roster so far?
Well, Tegan Coons and Landon Mack have run it both up to 98, 99 miles an hour, right? I mean, that's when they're kind of reaching back and gearing for it a little bit. So flirting with, we've been fortunate to have plenty of guys that can grab triple digits. I don't think we'll see any more 105s like we did from Ben Joyce a few years back, but those 2 definitely feel good about. And then, we got some guys that can hit a long way. I mean, I would probably go either Henry Ford or Blaine Brown, one from the right side, one from the left. But those guys both have light tower juice, and they're going to leave the yard plenty this spring.
All right, we're going to hook you up to the fan run lie detector here, Coach. Can either of those 2, Henry Ford or Blaine Brown, hit it as far as you can?
Oh, well, they can hit it much further now. I'm getting old, and I'm not moving as well anymore. So, yeah, no, that's an easy one for those 2 to take the cake on.
Somebody told me that you could still hit the ball out of Lindsey Nelson off a tee. Is that true?
Yeah, that has happened before, but it's been a few years since that's happened. So I don't know how long or how many more years if I'm even capable of doing that again.
I'm not sure if I could roll it to the outfield wall, to the warning track with a
there's no way you could.
No.
None at all.
Not much power to begin with. talking with Josh Elander. Coach, you seem like a nice guy. That's always fun to be the assistant. You're in the big chair now. Have you had to be the mean guy? Have you had to crack the whip, lay the law down to any players for any knuckleheadedness so far since you've been head coach?
Well, I've actually been pretty lucky, man. We have great kids. We always have. I mean, we haven't had really, I mean, with all the changes and everything, it really was a pretty smooth sailing fall off the field. And our guys have really just handled their business the right way. And even when V was here, we'd always talk about, hey, we just want you to play hard and act right. If you just do those two things, everything else will take care of itself. So, no, it's been smooth sailing so far. I'm excited for the challenges and everything that'll come our way. But we've had great kids and haven't had anything too crazy so far.
Outstanding. Hey, Coach, Lindsey Nelson Stadium, I keep seeing these pictures online. It looks phenomenal. Hard to believe that that's the same ballpark that you and V and those guys walked into back in 2017. Just curious, what's your personal favorite part of the new renovations?
Ooh, that's a great one. I would say probably just, because when we first got here, we kind of went room by room, and our first deal was player development because we were behind a little bit just for the facility-wise, and we needed to make sure, hey, we need to make sure the product on the field, is something that people want to come watch. But now I think really just the outside of the stadium, just to be 100% honest, we used to kind of avoid it on recruiting trips, right? We would kind of have to alter our route, but, I mean, they have done an amazing job on just the aesthetics of everything in the stadium, but I think that'll blow a lot of people away with just the brick and the detail and what they've done. And then I'm standing in the cages right now. They've done a really good job of kind of cleaning this place up a little bit where it's a great workspace, but, we're going to have some amazing walkways for recruiting where we can get a nod to all the great players that have been here from, Todd and Chris Burke and JP and Julio and those guys to the more recent guys like Simo Burke and Curley and all that. So, those are things that'll definitely be fun to show recruits. And I just think the fan experience, just the sight lines and even just little things like the bathrooms getting out of the stadium, it's going to be so much more functional where it's going to be a great place to watch a game.
Can't wait to be out there for Tennessee baseball this season. And, Coach, that's another thing I had heard, and is that you guys did not like to bring recruits into the front entrance of the stadium when you first got here. I hate to use this word, but let's call it what it was, ugly. And it looks much better now, right?
Yeah, no doubt. Well, we got plenty of players like Jordan Beck and Drew Gilbert and all those to thank for that, and Coach V and all those guys, of course, as well. But no, it's really, really come together. I think it's a top 3 setup in all of college baseball. So I'm really excited about how it's almost completely done now.
Outstanding. And last thing, we'll let you out of here, Coach. Thanks for your time. Bear wanted to know about the creams. The cream people. People get crazy about the uniforms. They're changing the cream.
I'm so glad you asked because my wife, I got home the other day. She said, "You're in trouble." I said, "Uh-oh, what did I do now?" She said, "Look at this cream stuff." So here's the backstory on the creams, right? When I think of the creams, the first guy I think of is Drew Beam and all those games that he won in that. I mean, he is the one that brought those out. But long story short, that is about a 6-year-old version of the Nike jersey. It's older, a little bit thicker, and we got a new uniform last year that we spent some good money on. That's the updated material that the players, it's better fit, it's more moisture wicking, and it's just a different logo, right? So, but it is more matching with what we have. So, again, and I also told the guys we're in timeout a little bit because we didn't play well enough on Sunday. So, again, in the future, I'd love to bring those back. We're already talking with that is when Adidas and everything kind of comes through. So, but yeah, we still have the creams. We'll still have the Sunday. That's not going to change. It's going to be a little bit different logo this year.
All right.
Satisfactory answer there?
Okay. Yeah, as long as we'd like to see him again. A lot of wins in those things.
Yeah, Beam in the cream was always good. Hey, Coach, really appreciate it, man. Good luck with the preparations, and you and the girls try and stay warm this weekend.
Yeah, you guys as well. Appreciate the time, and have a good weekend.
Thanks, Coach. All right, so there. Guitar player's ready, huh?
Yeah.
We got to get out of here. We got a lot to unpack from that interview. He's good.
Yeah.
He's very good, man, with the interviews. All right. Have a great weekend. Stay safe tomorrow. Big thanks to Walker Smith. Walker, great work today back in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Big thanks to the Casual Pint Lenore City for having us out. We're going to be back here in the near future, so stay tuned to hear more about that. For Bob and Bear, I'm Russell. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you Monday here on Fan Run Radio.
For the fans, by the fans. This is Fan Run